Right, so everybody's here. Let's get started. Going to be live streaming. We have a new player joining us today, so welcome.
Welcome. Hey.
Welcome.
I already gave Robert a bit of a plot hook for his character, and also Robert, do you mind please changing your display name to have your character's name, and then you can have your preferred name in brackets.
Okay.
That way everyone will learn your character's name a bit quicker, including myself. So, quick recap of last session. You guys are currently still in the Red Dragon Caves after having commandeered a ship from the Astral shipyard. Escaping a mind flayer incursion, you've traveled here to head to the Red Dragon Caves. But first, there is an obstacle. There is a platform, like an elevator, that leads down to the Red Dragon Caves. However, it requires 6 keys in the form of these red orbs. Only specially appointed Githyanki are allowed to enter these caves. It is a place where the Githyanki liaise with red dragons, and only the highest ranking officers have access to this cave. So you've infiltrated a small outpost through these lava tunnels. The tunnels which are the arteries of the dead god in which the planet Tunarath is built on, or the city of Tunarath is built on. So you've headed through, and you managed to free a captive Githyanki who's, by a strange sort of alliance with you all, has decided to fight with you temporarily, for he had sort of discovered that Queen Vlakeith has allied with the Mind Flayers, and he, when he spoke out against her, he was basically imprisoned for treason and tortured, and was going to meet an untimely death by being eaten alive by Kruthik. So you've made your way through these tunnels, freed Versa. You've been through quite a bit of the tunnels so far. You've seen teenage Githyanki fighting, training. You've met this old, wise, ancient Gith who reminds you guys of Maester Yin. He had an orb, and he gave you guys like a test of morality, so you got an orb off him. You also managed to take down this incredibly strong guardian to procure nice magic items, and you've headed all the way down these tunnels to continue to get these orbs. Basically, that's what you're looking for. 6 red orbs. These tunnels are just obsidian rock. They're winding, snaking. They're about 10 feet high, 10 feet wide roughly, but that height varies. Using Vertz's Master Deception, you're able to procure a red orb off a Githyanki knight named Solari, who Vertz expertly managed to subvert her to head back out because there was some sort of attack outside. You're not sure how long that will last, however. You've got 3 out of 6 orbs. There are 3 left. You know that they're going to be in possession of some of the Githyanki's highest ranked officers, and you've just made your way through into like a food storage where there are all of these strange food items being kept in like a freezer area, plus another sort of a larder. There were a couple of Githyanki warriors here, just some low-level grunts that were arguing, and when you guys walked in on them, they're at each other's throat, and one of them was like slicing into the other one. You guys decided to intervene, and both Githyanki are now dead. You've taken a look around this area and just found it to be a food store, and there is a tunnel continuing down to the south, in which you are yet to explore. Now, as the fighting has been going on, it's Gaius. Is that how you pronounce your character, Rob?
Yep.
Okay, so I've sort of filled you in a little bit on your characters, like what happened, how he got here. Obviously, you don't know like the mission for the red orbs and that. You've just awoken like with that sharp pain in your shoulder blades, you've sort of headed in from a tunnel to the northwest. You've wandered down, you've heard some fighting, and you've cautiously proceeded to investigate. As you're around the corner, you find some strange yellow-skinned creatures on the ground wearing heavy armor, silvery-looking armor, with great swords a couple of feet away from them, and this greenish yellowish blood just sprayed all over the ground. Two corpses of Githyanki, plus another similar looking creature who's standing. He has slightly darker skin, and he wields this large magical looking silver sword. He has this eye patch over one eye. He's about 6 feet tall. He's quite wiry, and he's actually wearing some very ornate looking full plate mail studded with actually it's not studded, this one is got like all these empty sockets where you could like insert gemstones, plus 3 other creatures. There's also in this room some barrels, some crates, and a wooden table with some very finely made looking wooden chairs flanking it. So as you go around the corner, you see the other party members. We'll do a quick character description, and if you want to say anything about your character, it's a good time as well. We'll just go around the table so everyone gets acquainted, and we'll start off with Rin.
All right, Rin or Aetherin.
Punching bag. Sorry.
Aetherin is he's a half elf. Wears pretty sparse clothing, kind of like in the picture there, and he looks pretty dexterous. He's wielding a mace, a pretty magical looking mace. A couple of rings, and he was the paladin of the group. So I'm paladin monk.
All right.
And we have Auric.
Yes, Orc is half elf of drow descent. He's half elf. He is a draconic sorcerer of red sorcery, that is fire. He only carries 2 items with him, and one is a staff that looks like it's made of ice, which is basically useless right now.
All right.
And right now he's completely out of spell slots, everything, so he's down to cantrips.
Okay.
Don't think poorly.
And we have, that's a very detailed description. And we have Mathan.
Mathbang is a knowledge cleric. He's from a different realm, Ramnica. He was taken prisoner by the Githyanki along with the rest of the group, but he's from a different place. Right now, he's just trying to survive and go back to his home. Basically, escape this place.
Okay. And rounding the corner, you will look to see Gaius.
So Gaius is pretty tall. He probably stands around 6'3". Physically, he looks a bit stocky. He doesn't look incredibly muscular, like just large. He has pale skin and black hair, and like amber eyes that give away his angelic heritage. Equipment-wise, he wears like a full set of full plate armor that's onyx and black, so it appears to be made of like adamantine or something. And slung on his back, he has a great sword. It's black as well, but it has like a subtle coloring of blue inside of it. It's like it almost looks oversized on his back, like slightly unwieldy. Oh, he also has a scar running across the right side of his face where he got like raked by a dragon.
All right. So as you've made your way down this tunnel, you've noticed you've got no idea where you are. You've noticed that The floor is very uneven, and everything around you is made of this black rock. The tunnel is actually sort of ribbed with these sort of rings lining the formation of the tunnel all the way down, giving it this sort of strange appearance and very uneven floor. You've rounded the corner, and yes, how do you react when you come across these adventurers? What do you do or say?
Guy is probably like still grasping the back of his like shoulder blades or his back. Probably turns and then sees these alien people. Presumably, he's never seen these Githyanki people before. Kind of looks at the ground confused and then looks up at this group of people, and he's like, where am I?
You, there, state your purpose, friend or foe.
Friend, I suppose. Not going to try to fight you.
Oh, he's here and he's not Githyanki, so no offense, Versa.
What's a Githyanki?
People like him.
Berta looks at you. The hell are you doing here? Who are you? How did you get here?
I was attacked by tentacled creatures. Weird faces. It's like purple coloration.
Ah, mind flayers then.
Yes.
Mind flayers.
I spit on the ground.
Where? Where are they? Tell me. Tell me now. Berta says.
Well, when I woke up, I don't think... Were there any mind flayers when I woke up?
No, you like literally woke up about 30 seconds ago and you found yourself just in a tunnel, this black tunnel, and you've wandered down here about 50 feet around the corner.
I didn't see any of them when I woke up, but I came from northeast.
Woke up? From where? How did you get here?
Where is here? Are we in Waterdeep?
Far from it, friend.
What is a water deep?
It's a city, Methan.
Is it underwater?
It's not. It's actually where I'm from as well.
Is it deep?
No, it's a city.
Why do they call it water deep if it's not underwater?
I don't know. I don't know the history very well. I didn't pay attention to that part.
You humans are so strange.
I'm half elf. Anyway, you there, friend, what is your name?
Me? Gaius.
Well met, Gaius. I am Rin, and you are currently on the astral plane, walking in the arteries of a dead god, I suppose.
He wants his Gaius' eyes widen a bit.
I know. A little unbelievable. But, to my understanding, that's where we're at.
He looks pretty well armed. Can you fight? What can you do?
I can fight.
Are you hungry? As he asks you that question, Gaius, you realize you're not. You actually feel no desire to eat whatsoever.
I like narrow my eyes at him. What?
That was a trick question. If you're not from the astral plane, we should probably... we don't have time for this. Short story. You don't need to eat here. You can fly, and, well, the air is not the same. You'll get used to it. If you do feel like you're hungry, there's plenty of pickled jammer leeches in this barrel. And he points to this barrel of these weird green sort of, almost looks like a cucumber, fat leech creatures that are actually writhing a little bit in a barrel.
Oh God, those don't look appetizing at all, Verza.
Well, we're gonna give you a choice, guys. We're gonna either kill you, or you come with us and help us fight.
That is so Githyanki of you. No choice at all, really.
You will be perfectly safe with us. We're just going to a cave where all the red dragons are.
What do you mean, no choice? There's clearly two choices. Either die, or come with us. That's a choice.
You got like really a strange sense of choice in
Well,
life.
Well, technically, he's correct. It is a choice. Not a very good one, but a choice.
Can I have a
We're
moment
trying
of
to find a way
contemplation?
home, friend.
Okay.
And to do so, well, we have to go around killing Githyanki commanders so we can get orbs, so we can get red dragons to give us a ride to a portal so we could go to the Far Realm, so we could charge this up, and I like pull out the Gith capacitor and then put it back in real quick. And then after that, I'm not sure.
Do we have to charge it or destroy it? I keep forgetting.
Both.
You have to charge it.
Charge it to destroy it.
Yes.
It can only be destroyed if it is fully charged.
How
It's
about
a whole big long thing.
How about I follow you for now, and you further explain the situation as we travel?
I'm confused. Does that mean you want to die or come with us?
He's going to come with us, Verza, I believe.
Alright, well, we got a bone to pick. There are these commanders that have done me wrong, and for some reason, these ones want to kill them too. And that's all you need to know. We're gonna kill stuff. You must be cautious, friend. And he steps up close to you. You can see his sort of concave nose and his pointed ears. He has this yellowish gleam to his eyes. You can see the irises of his eyes. Almost looks like a galaxy as he scrutinizes you. We can be very, very dangerous. And some of us have a silver tongue. I may just be manipulating you. This may all be a trick.
Ren is just shaking his head behind Verza right now. It's like, oh, he can't lie.
Oric is chuckling. I did get him to speak Draconic for you. It's awesome.
Yeah, his Dracon is quite good.
All right. Well, I don't scare easily, so.
Well,
You there. What's your name? Fireman. You're saying you're all useless in that? Well, push comes to shove. I'll help you out, provided that you be useful, okay?
All right. Do I have a choice?
Well, I guess the choices are the same.
That's what I thought. So I'll stick with the group.
There's never much more in life. It's either fight or die. Am I right?
It is the Githyanki way.
so Gaius, my new friend, you said you came from this direction. You did not see any others, like our friend Verza here.
Did I?
No, you just basically saw the tunnel and then you came here. Nothing else.
No, I basically saw the tunnel and I came here.
All right. Well, then I suppose south is the way to go. Or I'll say this way. I probably don't know which direction it is.
You see a 10 to 15 foot wide winding tunnel. The same sort of ribbed appearance. Everything is black stone. It's very, very hot here as well. It's sweltering. You've just been feeling the intense heat the entire time. And the tunnel it continues down into darkness. There is no light sources whatsoever. It is just pitch black. But Vertzer, he does cast a spell, and his greatsword begins to glow.
Oh, and you see Rin's mace is also glowing with a radiant energy.
Can you
So,
see
as we
properly
walk-
with that face of yours, Gaius?
I can see in black and white, or in the distance, but I can see.
Good. I like this guy. Can see and stuff.
Yes, being able to see is well, it helps in life, that's for sure.
Now, up ahead, you hear some talking in Gith.
I'm going to sheathe the mace so I don't have it in my hand, so I don't have the light on basically.
You hear some chuckling, some indistinct chatter. Sounds like female Gith voices. You can't make out exactly what they're saying. Coming from that direction.
I'll turn and kind of whisper to Mathan. I'm needing some translation up here, friend.
What? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
There's someone ahead of us that is speaking in Gith.
Okay, trying to listen to what they're saying.
Alright, firstly, everyone make a stealth check. And Mathan also make a perception check.
Stealth
I would like
check
to.
at disadvantage. Mine.
Yeah, mine as well.
Great.
So,
Oh man.
just take the lower. Let's see here.
Alright.
That's actually not that bad.
You guys sort of move up, trying to stay as quiet as possible. And as you're listening, Mathan, you still cannot make out much of what's being said. Definitely female Gith voices. And from what you can tell, they seem to be just small talk. Talking about some card game that they're playing, and making some jokes at the expense of someone named Alkaya.
Does anyone look hurt in the party? As I just look around very quickly.
Me?
Mathan.
Alright. I probably tap Mathan on his shoulder. Mathan, do you need healing of any sorts?
I could use some healing, yes.
Alright, well then, let's try this. And I put a hand on his shoulder and use healing hands. So, heals you for 7 points.
Awesome. 7?
Yep.
Ah, thank you, friend. Seems that you can be useful. And I mentioned to Bergson?
Berger.
Well, the gift.
Yeah,
mentioned
fancy
your name.
hands. Shh. Listen. Do you hear that? And then suddenly a voice calls out in Gith. Solari, come here. We have a debate. What do you think of this? You're going to want to see this. Come. Should I try and pretend that I'm Solaria? I have a way with voices, you know. That's the one that I sent
Sure
off.
you do.
Yes, go ahead. I have all my trust in you. Cast guidance.
Alright, if you cast guidance, it might be a bit. I think it has. Does it have verbal components? It might be a bit too loud here. It's gonna break your stealth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
verbal
it does have a
components.
verbal.
That'll be heard easily from this distance. Alright, Vertzer clears his throat. It's I, Solari!
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
I am doing my routine patrol! And need you to come here, one at a time, to report my duties.
Oh,
Impressive.
Yeah.
and she attracted to him.
It's such a masculine voice.
One of the female gets called back. What do you mean you need to report your duties? Is there something you've spotted? Something you need to report? Why are you calling out from the tunnels? This is very rude, Solari. Verza turns to you guys. What do I do?
I don't know. I don't even know what you were saying.
You're doing great.
Say it in Draconic. Maybe they will believe you.
No. You're doing great.
Sounds like there's two of them. Let's just rush them.
Okay.
I'm coming to give you a report. Stay there. No need to stand up or draw your weapons. And then he just runs around the corner,
Jesus.
screaming.
All right.
And as you
This guy
look,
says I like this guy.
as you look into this room, you see like some sort of quarters. There are several crystal framed, very finely appointed beds, sort of in a very not very organized manner, lining the walls of this room. It's a large chamber. It's about 30 by 60 feet long, and other than the beds, in the center of the room there is a ornate looking wooden table and 4 delicate looking finely carved wooden chairs with a heap of tokens and cards scattered around. There are 2 female Gith. Both of them are dressed in plate mail, and both of them carry silver swords. As Verza runs in, they just sort of jump up from their seats, and almost as if it's like a reaction, like an instinct that kicks in, they've just already drawn their weapons and they are welcoming combat.
Oh.
Shit.
Wow.
Silver swords, both of them. Not good, guys.
One of them has a silver greatsword. The other one looks like a bit of a grunt. So there is she looks like a commander.
Oh,
And
might actually
which
get
one-
another orb. That's
He's
good.
very finely dressed. Her armor looks very, very ornate, and is set with many red studded gemstones in that same sort of Githyanki style. While the other one, she looks just like a grunt, just a standard warrior. Okay, so Mathfan, you are up first, my friend.
Me?
Oh no, sorry, Auric, not Mathfan. I don't know what.
Ha!
Except for
all right.
Ark, that's some of the lowest initiative rolls I've ever seen.
That's pretty bad. Verger, charge the fancy one. I'm gonna more grunt-looking one, and firebolt.
All right, you send a firebolt over. It screeches past her and it hits the wall. All right, Verza just charges forward, screaming. He's already drawn his greater silver sword. Ah! And he comes in at the commander. He swings once. And she tries to get up her blade to parry him. And he slices her as she sort of jumps back. You see a small line of yellowish and greenish blood sort of rivet down in between the gaps of her armor. And then he'll swing again. Ah! You can see this gleam, and
Nice.
you hear this like reverberation woo, 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 coming off his blade. The psychic energy is unleashed, and he hits her for another 27 points of damage. Even with these vicious blows, she's still standing quite well, and she seems very tough. Verza ends there. And Rin, you're up.
10, 15.
Oh,
I'll go ahead and run up there with Versa. I'll start with a swing with the mace.
14 misses. She interposes her silver greatsword, blocks your attack.
Alright. I will swing again.
And
Jesus.
she blocks that easily as well.
7 and 8.
Kicks that chair out from underneath her and just kicks it against the bed.
And then I'll use my... Yeah, I'm in the room. I'm going to use my bonus action to use a key point to patient defense. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Mafan.
Okay. Gonna step forward. And I'm going to cast Toll the Death on the commander.
Oops, I have her set to whisper. She gets a 20 on the wisdom save, and you hear this wong loud bell, and it just sort of reverberates around the room. Does not affect her. Alright, the Githyanki warrior. She immediately draws her blade, and she runs at you, Mathvan. As she takes one step, she vanishes. And reappearing in a silvery mist behind you, she slashes at you, Mathvan, after doing Misty Step.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Alright, she just sort of comes off that Misty Step, slides along the ground, twists her ankle, reels back, and just drives the silver greatsword straight through you. Immediately, the pain becomes so intense, you black out instantly. She's not done yet. She draws the blade out, turns around, and comes in at you, Gaius, coming down with all of her weight. Got a pretty wiry body with a lot of strength behind the blows. She swings at you. Gee.
But it doesn't crit because I have adamantine armor.
Yes.
Oh.
Luckily.
Hey. I was gonna say, good thing that that first hit should have.
Gee, double crits. Very unlucky. However, you interpose some of the adamantine armor, and you're hit still for 28 points of damage. You just feel this incredibly sharp pain just flood your mind as she slashes you. 14 slashing and 14 psychic.
Jesus, that's just the grunt.
And then she sort of backflips over here and then slides across the ground, interposing herself between Auric and Gaius. Meanwhile, Rosnin, she smiles. We welcome you to die. And she immediately retorts, swinging at Vertza. She slashes him for a devastating blow. Ah! Slices straight through him. And she comes around again, attacks with her second attack, hits him for another 22 damage. And then she's going to disappear. As a bonus action, she misty steps over to the corner and then sort of taunts you all, holding up her hand in a welcoming gesture. Come on, come at me. Show me what you've got.
Alright.
Gaius.
Right. I turn towards this Githyanki woman who just like attacked me and this my newfound companion. So I like went sat and I raised the greatsword, but then like I look over to the unconscious Malta and I like grip my teeth. You'll get yours. And I step away, moving towards Malta.
Alright, as you step, she lashes at you with an opportunity attack with everything she's got.
Don't.
And
Okay.
you easily block her attack, parrying her off. You step away.
Right. And I'm going to use my action to use healing hands. Oh no, wrong thing. Lay on hands for I don't know how many hit points Malthan has, but I'll just do the whole 35. So
Oh, wow.
Can I,
Nice.
Let me see something?
I
I don't
think
know if Lane.
he'll eat that easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a lot more generous than Rin. Rin, it's like 5 at a time.
Rin will have these like
You
glowing
get one,
fingertips, and
and you
he'll be like,
get one.
just like touching people for 1 point here, 1 point there.
I like pump mouth in full of radiant energies. Alright, and
I have to do that sometimes though.
so that was like 15 feet of movement. I will move here, and I think that's all my movement, and I'll end my turn. Turn button.
Mathan, you as a Gaius tends to your wound, this gaping sort of wound in your stomach just seals up, and you open your eyes. Your ears are still ringing a little bit, and just being hit by a Githyanki blade is just all too familiar.
Oof.
Alright.
Ah. Sweetheart, I'd love to stay in chat, but I gotta go, so I'm gonna disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No!
Alright, Vertza turns to you, Gaius. New guy! You've got that fancy sword! Start using it! And then he just like slaps you on the back. And when that happens, woof, you instantly turn invisible.
Oh.
Oh, alright.
As he casts
Very nice.
greater invisibility on you. And then he just sort of he turns and he just like bursts through this seat, just basically stepping on it and crunching it into the ground. And he runs in at Rosnin, and as a bonus action, he swings his greater silver sword. But sort of trips up on the broken chair and sort of falls forward, and she easily anticipates his attack. Rin.
Rin will follow right after Vertza and slide to a stop using a bonus action to channel divinity, vow of enmity on the commander woman as my bonus action, and then start coming in with the swings from the mace. 24.
That is a hit.
Oh. She needs to go down. I'm going to put a first level smite on that.
Alright, there's a bit of radiant energy sort of sparking off her as you hit her armor. It melts through her armor, piercing her skin for 17 damage.
Mm.
Damn, that did nothing. Second swing.
It's another hit.
Now I roll well. Yeah, I mean, well, I have it to use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my last smite, which is a second level. I'd love to wait for a crit, but I don't think we have that luxury.
Alright, she tries to
Isn't
get up.
smite 2d8? It looks like you're rolling 1d, or do I have it wrong? Or if you're using like
2d8 for a first level, and then 3d8 for a second level.
Yeah. Keeps going up.
oh,
1d8
it's the
and 2.
radiant. Oh, I see. The radiant damage from the mace, I think. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's for only for undead. and
Yeah, it's a
things.
mace of disruption. Alright, you yeah, she tries to bring up her greatsword to block your attacks, but you're way too quick for her, and you sear another wound through her. She is quite badly hurt, but she just spits blood all over the wall and smiles at you. Well, this is fun. She seems to just enjoy fighting, even as she's getting some grave injuries inflicted upon her.
You're a strange person. It's my turn.
At Mathan, you can use half movement to get to your feet.
I definitely will get up. Let's see. I'm also running low on spells, but I feel like I have to use it now. At 3rd level, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on both of them.
All right.
Ooh.
Firstly, Raznin makes a wisdom save. And
Ooh.
she just freezes in the pose, sort of defensive position she is, interposing her blade. And the warrior also makes a wisdom save. Grunt.
I could have waited like 5 seconds to use those smites.
And same thing happens as she sort of slid back and put her back against the wall. She's gone to then jump forward and she's just sort of frozen like in this forward moving position with her blade behind her. And they're completely unflinching, unable to move or speak.
Okay,
Nice.
going to move out of the way and tell everybody to hit them hard.
Nice job, Math Man.
And she makes a wisdom save at the end of her turn. And she
shit.
continues that sort of stance and that run. And
But
Raznin makes a wisdom save at the end of her turn. She remains
Sweet.
frozen in that position. Gaius.
All right. I'm gonna move forward. Invisible, greatsword, and swing twice. At Raznin.
Yep, you've got
Let's see.
advantage.
Yep.
And that is a hit. It's an automatic critical as well. Well, your first attack hits. Your second attack's gonna miss.
Okay, so, how do I make that like auto crit damage?
You'll have to roll it manually, or
Okay,
hold
so-
person.
I will also smite at 2nd level,
Gee.
so it's going to be
68 more.
yeah. So for the great sword, it's 3d6. All right, it's gonna take a second.
I think she's going to be dead. Roll the damage for the great sword, and then
Okay.
add on the smite damage.
All right, so that's 3d6 plus. So it's actually it's 3d6 plus
I think
2d6.
Be easier, I think, to just click the greatsword thing and then
Yeah.
add the extra dice.
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
think I know what I can do.
roll
You
the
can,
great
like,
sword damage, and then just roll all the extra d6s on at once.
We can just do that.
Okay. All right, you and then give us a 66 for smite.
All right. So that's it's 68, right?
Yep.
Oh, 68. Sorry, yeah, not 66.
Can I try to non-lethally knock her unconscious? I was a bit late for that.
You could, because it's a melee attack.
Okay, then yeah, I'll try to do that as well, just in case we want to discuss with her. All right.
All right, as you run forward, there's this sheen of ice that runs up your blade, and then it explodes with brilliant sort of necrotic charge, radiant energy, like little crackles of purple energy infused with the radiant glow. And you just you run up, and then you just like punch her, and just you don't even use the blade. You just like crack her in the jaw, and it just knocks her straight unconscious onto the ground. And Verza looks like shocked. Hey, stab her, kill. She must die.
I'm still invisible, so
You're invisible, but you're making like you clearly know that you've run up and knocked her out. Like can hear you and can see that she's not dead.
oh, sorry. Didn't know if you guys wanted to talk to her or something. If you want to like stab her in a minute.
Talking? What for? She must die. They all must die.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Didn't know the rules here. New astral sea and all. All right, that's. Oh yeah, my turn. I forgot to hand.
Good. All right, Oric.
15. Okay, this one over here. Same thing. Firebolt.
All right, you lob another firebolt over, but it just it hits the wall and disperses.
I hate being out of spell slots.
All right, Verta is just going to coup de grace her.
Yeah. Figured. Yeah, now he crits.
Jesus
And he
Christ.
just takes the greatsword and just jams it straight through her chest. And pulls it out. Blood just sprays all over the wall. And then he sort of steps back. Where do you think you're going? And he points to the other Yankee warrior. Blood all over his face. Just breathing heavily. You can tell that he's also truly enjoying the killing.
Though I could easily get to her, I don't think I want to go out there by myself. So I am going to draw and throw one of my darts.
Here it comes.
18.
That's a hit.
Nice. Make sure I don't have the smites unchecked.
You throw it over and it sticks into her leg.
Come in and get me if you think you can, and then I'll kind of back up. And by the way, Gaius, just so you know, because you did hit her with your first attack, and you could have had a second attack.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot
So
about that.
it might be better to roll one thing at a time rather than multiple attacks.
Yeah, whenever you do
Yep.
your attacks, they should be one at a time, because things may happen in between your two attacks, like a reaction or something.
Just as a general
Yeah.
note. And that's my turn.
My fan.
Okay. Gonna step over here and cast Toll the Death. That one. Oh.
All right, the warrior makes a wisdom save, and spell has no effect.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
All right, you rush her, and as you do, she's still sort of taking that step forward, and she just throws everything she's got into a greatsword attack, and hits you for 24 points of damage. You again feel this psychic screech just explode in your mind. The spell would have already ended for that, so don't worry about that. Concentration. She's going to attack you again with her second attack, and she sort of fumbles. As she does, she almost sort of falls over, and instead she just vanishes into a room with more of these very fine looking beds, and she steps to the side and uses the alcove for cover. Gaius.
So I'm going to sit here. 15 feet, 2 feet. Move here. Faintly see 10 feet. Alright, and I'll take the dash action and yeah, I guess I'll move there. So I'm going to dash, run by Malthan. Still invisible, kind of just invisible person or something just bumps into you. Just and end my turn.
Oric.
I can't really see her. She's probably got quite a bit of cover right here.
From where you are, that would be 3/4
Yeah.
cover.
Well, might as well. They can't get any worse. All right, here we go.
All right, even despite the cover, you sort of shoot past Mathan, past Gaius, through the frame of the bed, and the firebolt erupts over her, burning her for 9 points of fire damage.
Woohoo!
All right, Vertzer, he sort of scrambles forward. Where is she? And he runs
He
up,
went that way.
and then he's going to dash. And then he sort of stops and he looks around this room. The hell? These beds! What? What kind of beds are these? Why do you guys get all the good beds? Why? And he starts screaming, and he takes and he just ends his turn there.
Oh my god.
Did I hear him screaming about beds? I don't get it. That's as far as I can move. Moving through people and whatnot. I suppose I could take a dash too, but she's probably gonna move. So I will take out and throw another dart.
Alright, it will be the same 3/4 cover.
Yep. Yeah.
Your dart just hits the wall. Hits the near wall, bounces to the ground.
Alright. And that's my turn.
Mathan.
Okay. I'm going to cast Toll the Death again on her.
Okay. You can see her arm poking out from around the corner. You try to toll it. Where are we? She makes a wisdom save. And
Oh my god.
the spell just has no effect on her.
And I'm gonna go back.
Alright, hearing you enter the room, Gaius, and seeing Vertzer scream about beds, she just sort of dives through the bed with a forward tumble, and she comes in at you, swinging at disadvantage, Gaius. And
That still hits.
she hits you, and you feel the sharp blade slice through you, and this intense pain reverberate throughout your mind. Hits you with such... Whoops, that was actually not supposed... I actually did the wrong attack there. The damage should have been a bit less psychic. Let me re-roll. So it may not knock you out. We'll see. The total was 28 points of damage. Still does.
Yeah. Still
And
does.
this intense pain just shatters your mind. After that, she turns to Vertzer, swings with her second attack. And she hits him for 17 points of damage. Alright, she hits Vertzer so hard that immediately you see Gaius appear on the ground, unconscious, bleeding. And then she steps forward and she uses a bonus action to Misty Step here. And she runs down this way, backing up, provoking an opportunity attack from Rin.
Okay. I will attempt to hit her. Aha!
Ooh.
Too bad I
crit.
don't have another smite. I wish I had more smites. 11 damage.
Alright, you just smash her in the side with that mace, and you can hear her armor crack. Some of the gemstones studded into her plate also shatter on the ground, and she sort of ends up tumbling back. And she sort of looks down this corridor behind her, looking like she may sort of retreat down there.
Don't you do it.
Gaius, make a death saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh wait. I shouldn't have. I don't know if Aura of Protection works on death saves. But
If
I'm gonna
you're,
assume it does.
Yeah, if you're
You're
unconscious,
incapacitated.
yeah, you don't get the
Yeah,
aura.
it doesn't work. So it'd just be 13.
It's a success. You're doing okay.
All right. And my turn.
Auric.
Hey. No cover this time. And I miss! Yes!
Alright.
Oh man.
Another firebolt hits the wall. Vertza just sort of steps over you guys. Ah! New guy! I made you invisible and everything! Ah, damn it! And then he runs around the corner here, and he's able to catch the Githyanki warrior. He rushes her, and as he runs forward, he's going to throw his hand out, shoot a magic missile. And 3 magic missiles fly out, and they beat him to the punch, slamming into her for 9 points of force damage. And as he reaches, and you see this sort of these white motes of light explode over her, he comes in with his greater silver sword, and he just cuts her straight down. Hits her so hard that it just shoves her body to the ground, almost cuts her in two. Blood splashes on the walls.
As soon as he does that, I'm gonna run to Gaius and put 5 points of lay on hands on him. Just hand on the chest. Oh.
All right.
Wow, Verta, you weren't lying. These are nice beds in here.
Vertza just like leans up against the wall. Ah, I haven't had this much fun. Ah, since I went on the Kruthic pits. You see,
Everyone, get over here.
huh?
I think Mathman intends to heal us for a small bit, and I'm gonna grab like underneath the arms of the Githyanki woman and like drag her corpse in here. So it's just not in the hallway. I'm gonna kind of put it in the corner with the commander.
And
Healing? What do you mean? That's a sign of weakness. These injuries, we should be proud of them. Ah, damn you.
And we are proud of them, but
I'm going to get over here and try to listen to see if there are more people in this corridor or nearby.
Make a perception check.
Gonna give myself guidance because preparing for this. 18.
Alright, you hear a couple of like small sounds off in the distance, somewhere in this direction. There is some clanging and clattering, and then you hear like this crying, like very loud crying. And suddenly there is just like a chorus. It sounds like 20 babies crying, and it's very, very loud.
That might be the nursery for the gift babies. I
Cool.
think we should stay quiet. Come over here.
all right. Yeah, and I guess at this point is when I want to drag the corpse into the room with the other one.
Okay, there's no door for this room. It's just a 8-foot wide concave tunnel, and looking around the room as well, there are these wooden frame beds with this sort of crystalline looking coating to the wood. Very ornate looking. They have draperies, fine blankets, and pillows. Although the beds are neatly made, the way they're ordered around the room is a little bit disorderly. It just sort of there's no sort of symmetry or anything in the way that they're organized. And you notice a couple of books, some cards, and some tokens scattered around this table.
All right. I'm gonna, as we're in here, touch our Gith ally and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Hey, what's this?
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Oh, that apparently didn't post.
That's weird.
It
Let me try it.
does this. It does the same thing with some of my spells as well. So you might need to take it off and then put it back on.
Oh, okay. I see. All right.
Might be like a character mancer glitch.
All right. Let me open up my sheet again.
While he's doing that, I want to rifle through the belongings of the commander.
Yeah, and for 10 minutes, I'm going to attempt to cast prayer healing. I'm going to tell everybody to stay in range of me for the 10 minutes so they can get healed.
All right.
And
during the 10 minutes, there is just this persistent chorus of cries that sort of, it actually works well to mask any sounds that you guys make, and you're uninterrupted for those 10 minutes.
okay, this is going to be a level 4 because that's what I have.
Bertzer is healed
Okay.
Nice.
for 5.
There's no 4 on the top of my healing for.
Yeah, that's on
So
top of
just
your
5.
healing. So this is going to be 23 for everybody.
All right, that puts me at full.
All right.
Thank you, my friend.
As the spell starts to form, there's this increasing sort of green glow, and a glyph that appears on the ground, and green motes of light rise up. And as that happens, you feel many of your wounds washed away. So you go rifling through Raznin, and she just has a small side pouch on. It's made from some very fine dragon leather, and the pouch itself could be worth about 250 GP.
Oh wow. Yeah, might as well take the pouch.
She has this very ornate plate mail studded with many gemstones. You could take the plate mail, or you could try the gemstones out. Your choice.
Well, I'll look to our new plate mail wearing friend. Do you want her plate?
Does it look special in any way, the plate mail?
Apart from it being this particular style that the Githyanki wear, it's sort of like this sort of art almost, the way it is presented. Other than that, it's not magical. It is studded with a dozen gemstones, though, 6 black and 6 red gemstones. You don't think it'd be better than your adamantine armor?
Yeah. I'm not interested. No, it's not quite my style. Too bright.
All right. And I'll start pulling out the gems then.
All right. You during the 10 minutes, you have more than enough time to grab a dagger, and you get 6 black jaspers and 6 red spinels. Jaspers are worth 50 GP each, and the spinels are worth 100. She also has a silver chain around her neck, and there are 2 tiny little vials. They are just diamond shaped. They're about 1 inch tall, and they have this bright red glow to them, and tiny little screw tops. They are potions of greater healing. You can tell by the glimmer, and you taste a tiny little bit, you'll also be able to identify that easily. And very compact.
Nice.
Silver chain is worth 25 GP, and then 2 potions of greater healing.
Did she have a red orb on her?
She does have a red orb also in her pouch, and that brings your total up to 4.
Okay.
Boy.
So, well, gentlemen, it looks like we have a few of these greater healing potions in our possession. Do we want to scatter them about the group, as it were, just in case? We have 3.
Who
No?
wants? Yes.
I mean,
Maybe the people who can't heal should hold on to the healing potions. That way, those of us who can go down, they have a means to bring us back up.
well, as long as everyone knows who has a potion, then we can just take it off of their unconscious body and administer it to them if need be.
That's true.
In that case, it's better. If I go down in order to heal me, you just grab the potion.
All right, I'll hand one of them to Mathan.
Greater healing.
Alright, Verta gets quite impatient when you guys wait here for more time than needed. And he sort of turns to you all. Well, come on, I'm no mathematician, but 4 orbs. There should be 6. That means 2 more commanders to kill. I just hope that Alkaya isn't holding one of them, because I just feel like I'm not in the mood to fight her, that's all.
Well, hopefully we can meet up with Tarkan and Alakan. Maybe they've got a couple of orbs.
Who?
They were part of the team that rescued you, so they went off on their own.
Well, they're probably dead, so I wouldn't bet on that.
Surely not. Alakan is a survivor. Well, let's go.
Yeah, sure he is. There is one other thing I must know. Why the hell do they get all these good beds? They give us shit beds in the barracks. Just little wood frames. Look at this. Crystal sheathed bed frames.
This is a real sticking point for you, huh? The final straw.
I should have become a Githyanki knight. Oh well.
Well, things happen. Do we want to go towards the sound of the crying or the opposite direction? Towards the crying? Opposite direction.
The crying sounded like infants, right?
Yeah.
Would infants be holding a red orb? We can definitely go investigate.
That's a good question.
Well, I don't think an infant would be holding a red orb. Maybe one of the caretakers for the nursery, possibly.
How much experience we got for that fight?
140.
Oh, what's the EXP total right now? Or do I start with the same EXP as everyone?
Yeah, same as everyone else.
It should be.
Verta quickly just goes off on a random topic. You want to know how I lost this eye?
Not really. But please, go ahead.
See, I was, I had a hit job. I told you how I usually work out of Sigil, City of Doors. Well,
Right.
it was this blue slad, big blue frog creature. I had just a bounty. I didn't know what he was in for, and I don't usually ask who is paying the price. I just take the money and I do the job. So I chased it. I chased it through limbo. I had to dress up like I was a Githzerai. I studied martial arts for 2 whole days, so I would look the part. I'm dedicated to my job. And I traveled, chased it through limbo, through all these winding tunnels, and eventually, well, I found it. It was pretending to be an old man. I saw it in its blue slat form go around the corner. I had it cornered in the cave, and there was no blue slat, just an old man. But that wasn't going to fool Uvertsa. I know those creatures can shape change. So, I didn't hesitate. I mean, I'm not averse to killing an old man, but I knew my target. I took my blade, grabbed the old man. He pleaded with me. Such a good act. I slit his throat. Strange, he didn't transform back into a blue slat after I killed him. Must have been some sort of good magic he had.
Sounds like you just killed an old man.
I agree with that.
Also, how did that happen? You said that it's how you lost your eye.
What?
That doesn't translate at all. Oh, good God! All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just.
Oh, that's
let's
another
just
story. Wrong story.
let's just walk, please.
You're an interesting man, Vitsa.
So towards the nursery, away from the nursery. I'm good with either.
I think we should go towards.
All
Alright, the sound of crying is still very persistent and loud. Like just a melody of at least a couple of dozen infant Geth. Ren, you take a look around the corner to your right here, and you see another small barracks room. These have 6 wood frame beds neatly stacked against the wall, and there is a stone table sitting on a 3-foot high spindle, and the table is decorated with black and white checkered squares, and there are game pieces stacked on the table. No seats around it though. It looks like you'd stand here, and it's you'd liken this to a dragon chess set.
This is why they reset all my spells. Even the guards know how to play smart games.
Oh yeah, while you guys are doing all your magic stuff, I found these spell scrolls on the table back there.
Ah, well, that's good. What did you find? Let's see them.
Well, there's Hold Person.
Hand that to Matt.
Yeah.
There's Haste.
Hand that to Auric. He can cast that.
And there's Shield.
Also for Auric, I believe. Unless you yourself want to use them, Vertza. I've seen you cast a little bit of magic.
If it makes you less useless, well, I'm all for it.
Well, I didn't say you had to. I mean, if it's an imposition on yourself, then don't worry about it.
What? What does that mean?
Never mind.
What are the pieces on the game board made up?
They're actually all carved from some sort of alabaster and ebony colored stone. They are actually Githyanki in all the different ranks. Warriors, Kithrak, Commanders, Knights, Supreme Commanders. And it's a full set, and then a little carving in the likeness of Queen Vlakith for the Queen, and a half-red dragon for the King.
All right. Well,
I'll grab the piece that looks like the queen and take a closer look.
Okay. Your hand out of Queen Vlakith. You've actually you've seen her before in the flesh, in fact.
as we were coming in and out of consciousness when we were being imprisoned, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the...
We've had a rough go of it.
There she is. She is the Lich Queen. And here's some more artwork of her. Githyanki Lich.
Definitely not someone to fuck with.
She has a mind flayer's skull. His hand rests for her throne. Vertzer just like gets his sword and he just smashes like all the pieces off the board, tosses them to the ground.
You didn't have to do that.
Every time I've ever played this game, it always ends the same. I just got a head start for them.
You seem like the sort of person to flip tables. All right, let's continue.
Towards the front.
Getting to this intersection here, is the wailing still coming from this direction?
It's actually coming from further up to the northwest, and everyone make a stealth check as well.
All right. I'm actually decent at stealth.
Easy.
Mine is a 3 because I have disadvantage.
Guys, we're
Mine's-
so stealthy.
Mine's an 8.
Okay, as you round this corner here, despite the fact that there is very loud crying happening, actually, with the crying, it covers you guys enough. Because you look around the corner to the south here, and Ren, you can see some tables. It looks like a fest hall, a mess hall. There are multiple 10-foot long tables set with long benches that flank them, and there seem to be some Githyanki warrior sitting around conversing with another one or two, maybe many more. As far as you can tell, there are 2 males, 1 female, and they haven't noticed you. The sound of the crying drowning out your footfalls.
I'll let the group know. That seems 3, maybe more. Githyanki down in this room.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize it was that room. Oops. All right.
Shall we sneak past or what?
Do they look like commanders?
They look like warriors, just the foot soldiers. Grunts.
They look like grunts. I say we keep going, so we can find a commander.
We need
still
2
have this
more
time to cover us.
keys, right?
That is correct. Yes.
What if one of them is down that way? It's a splitting path.
Well, we can check again later. Maybe they'll even be gone then. Hopefully.
Look at them sitting on their tables, thinking they're all better than me.
I doubt they even think about you at all, Vertza.
Oh, I'm not good enough for them, I get it.
You seem alright. You were.
That's not what I said, Vertza.
This is why I didn't want to become one of these fancy knights, nobles. Yep, chasing blue slads and cutting them down is life for me.
Oh,
As you round this corner,
what in the world?
you
Oh,
see
no.
Oh, what is that?
the creche, the nursery. You see infant Githyanki sleeping in 2-foot-long
Oh.
stone cots.
It looks like an ugly potato.
And there is a Gith, a female Githyanki, sort of tending to all of the infant Yankee that are crying. They are starting to calm down a little bit, but many of them sort of were waking up and wearing, and they just have all of these cradles here arranged in 5 rows of 8. And I'll need you guys to make another stealth check. They've actually sort of all calmed down at this stage, and they've stopped crying.
Oh no. Oh, that's
Wow.
actually not that bad.
It's a bad roll for me.
Let's see.
All right. So.
I'm coming, ma'am.
All right. You guys stop here at the corner, and not only that, do you see this nursery with all the infant Gith and the female Githyanki sort of tending to them. There are large eggs, massive, 4 foot tall eggs, perched, sort of embedded slightly into the ground over in this chamber, and it does not look like you've disturbed any of the baby Gith as you've approached.
Ooh. All right.
You notice this Githyanki. She's very, very finely appointed. She wears plate armor set with orange and green gemstones. There are even a couple of blue gemstones studding her armor, and Vert sort of nods at you guys.
Is that a commander?
Yeah, must be. You can tell by that fancy armor.
Well,
That beret style. I never got that. I don't understand why they wear this.
no time to be jealous. Let's just get this
I
done.
whispered to Bersa, here's the plan. Missy step behind her and hit her before she can react.
Any you got a fireball?
Mhm.
We could take them all out one go.
I would rather not kill infants.
What?
They haven't done anything. They haven't done anything.
What do you mean?
They're innocent.
They're gonna end up being like him, her, and the others.
You as well. You're also Githyanki.
But they won't like it if we kill them. And that's one up for us. Doing something they don't like. It's pretty cut and
But
dry.
they might. Yeah, but if they capture us for some reason, they're more likely to kill, torture, other things. If we've killed all of their infant children, we gain nothing by killing all of the babies.
Whatever.
Only puts us at a disadvantage.
Well, let's begin by just killing her, and then we can talk about it more. Sound good?
Alright then. And you guys will surprise her. I'll roll initiative.
Oh, look at that. And he starts.
Vertza looks at you all. You're lucky I'm out of fireballs. And he moves forward.
Because he definitely would do that.
He runs forward, pushing by you guys, moving 30 feet in total. And when he gets here, he sort of yells, "Hey! Surprise!" And he puts his hand forward. And actually, he's going to listen to you, Mafan. He's actually going to Misty Step. Using a 2nd level spell slot. He appears over behind the female Gith as she is just sort of tucking in some of these infant Githyanki and looking after their well-being. Vertza comes in and slashes. Boo!
Fuck.
I told you it was good idea.
Jesus Christ!
Alright, he just stabs the greatsword straight through her, and her eyes widen as blood just splashes down over all of the baby Gith. Some of them start to stir and cry. "Ah, ah, ah, shut up!" As he slashes again and hits her for another 28 points of damage.
Jesus.
Mm.
That sword.
Yeah.
Mafan.
15. 25. See? It was a great idea. Good job, Bersa. I'm gonna cast Toll the Death on the commander. Oof.
Oh wow, good roll.
Oh my god. Of course.
Oh, damn.
Yusume completely resists your spell once again.
It's all the damn chess that they play all the time. Makes them smart.
Alright, Yusume is surprised, so she's just sort of turned around with the greatsword sticking through her. Gaius.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward. So that's like 20 feet. And no, I don't want to scar these children for life, so I'll just make straight attacks. Oh,
Alright, just remember when you do your attacks, just one at a time, please.
okay.
Alright.
I just assumed the first one missed because you said she was in plate, but that was still my bad. Okay.
Alright, yeah, you do miss. Still, you just need to, like, do them one at a time because reactions can happen in between, like attacks and stuff.
Okay.
Alright, and that could, like, cause you to not do your second attack or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
you take one swing, and she hasn't drawn her sword, but she just uses her gauntlet to deflect your blade. You come in again, and that's going to hit her, 23. She tries to hold up her hand to like block the attack again, but you break through.
Alright. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, you hit her for 21 points of damage with a swathe of frost slicing through her as well. She's already close to death. Ren.
Turn up here as well. And we'll go for Mace of Disruption.
Alright, she holds up her hand and your mace bounces straight off an invisible barrier that sheathed her as she casts shield.
Ah. Damn it. And I'll swing again.
The 22 still does not break through the shield. Your mace bounces off once more.
Fuck. Guess I needed the 23. Okay, we don't have any more like melee guys, so that's good. And then I'll bonus action. I'll bonus action roundhouse kicker.
And again, your attacks are just bouncing off.
Alright, that's my turn then.
Auric.
Okay. I am going to... Let's see if I can find it on here. Huh. Oh. Light her up. Right underneath her. And create bonfire.
Okay, good roll.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Alright, a fire just erupts underneath her. And she's going to try and jump out of the way of that.
They're dexterous creatures.
She is.
Yep.
And she's able to jump out of the way before it erupts over her.
Alright.
Vert's gonna just give it everything he's got, slashing at her twice. First attack just bounces straight off her shield. Aim of the second attack. Ends his turn there. Mathin.
Okay, you're gonna use Toll the Death again. Oh my god. It's pathetic.
Gee.
Jesus.
She
Wow.
pays no attention to your spell.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright, her shield drops. And then she casts another spell. She sort of flicks her hands around. And you guys recognize it. She starts to move very, very quickly. She casts haste.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
Thanks.
And as Vertza pulls out the blade, she comes in with her greater silver sword, drawing it from this ornate scabbard. She attacks Vertza and slashes him for 22 damage with her hasted action. And then she is going to jump over one of the crates. Sorry, not the crates, the cribs. sort of jumping onto the stone frame of it, jumping over here, provoking from Vertza. Vertza swings, and his attack is just too slow, falls short. Moves here, provokes from Rin.
Okay, I'll swing at her.
Your attack is too slow as well, as she is just zipping around. Moves here, provoking from Mathvan and Gaius.
No weapon.
If you're strong enough, you can just punch her.
Alright, she too is too quick for you, and she moves here, provoking from Auric.
She's running.
Shit.
Oh,
Auric, she throws up her hand and woof, she casts shield again, blocking an 18.
She's going to get help.
And then she
oh no.
she runs down that tunnel towards the mess hall.
Yep.
Oh.
Gaius.
What? Oh, that's 25 feet. Move here and see what it looks like. How far? So I can move 5 more feet. So I'll do that.
The eggs for like 4 feet?
The eggs? Yeah, they're like 4 feet tall.
Too bad we can't fit one of those in the bag of holding.
Lay a dragon egg.
See what a red dragon egg could
Alright, Gaius, as you look down the tunnel, you see a very obviously fleeing, sort of keeping herself face towards you all. She's just sort of jumping back within like 10-foot jumps very, very quickly towards.
Does it look like she's
Missile.
already alerted them? Or.
She hasn't said anything. She hasn't called out, no.
Okay. I'm going to cast Command and say. I believe the right one is Halt.
She will make a wisdom save.
Okay, so that's Command.
I thought you were going to say like counterspell or something. It's like, fuck.
Alright, she resists the command spell.
Damn it.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Rin.
Alright. And 40. Catch up to her, and then swing once with a Mace of Disruption.
22 is a miss.
Swing again. Come on. Fuck.
Same with the 14. She's just so quick now. She jumps straight out of the way of both attacks.
And I'll come around with another roundhouse. Mine. Nope.
And again, blocked.
I hate rolling well, but they're shielded, so I still can't hit the damage. I'll as my interact with objects, I'll get a dart and have it in my hand ready. And that is my turn.
Auric.
Alright. Okay, the same thing as last time. We're trying to hit this.
Alright.
I cast the wrong thing. I actually put that. Oh well.
What did you want to do?
Wanted to do bonfire.
Alright. You can do that instead. Alright. She makes a dex save. I believe with haste she has advantage on dex saves.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, she's just keeps on easily jumping out of the way.
Okay.
What a boss.
Man, we're gonna have some issues here in just a second.
Yeah.
Alright, Vertza. He comes out, grabbing one of the babies.
Oh no, Jesus
God.
Christ.
What are you doing?
He's got the greatsword at its neck. Hey! Hey! Freeze or I'll do it! And the Gith doesn't seem to like care at all, so he just like drops the baby on the ground. Damn it! I'll be back for you! And he points to the baby. The baby just starts like crawling along the ground, and then he is going to. He'll have to Misty Step to catch her using one of his second level spell slots. You can see him breathing very heavily at this stage. I'm running a little dry here. He swings, and
We all are.
both attacks just easily bounce off the defenses.
Shit.
And then moves up a little bit more. Interpose himself. Actually, he already moved. 25, so there. Math fan.
Going to move. I don't know what doing that.
I fixed it up.
But I'm going to cast Toll the Death again. Let's see. Oh God.
That was awesome.
Alright. Gith is gonna look at Vertza. You are a fool to escape. Heathen. You are the one who speaks against Queen Vlakith. I will put you to the blade now. There is no greater crime to speak against our queen. She attacks. Lightning quick slashes. And she drops him with a single blow. She makes her second attack to try and coup de grace him. And
Oh fuck. Yeah. I think she does.
drives the greater silver sword into him. And then with her hasted action, she twists the blade and just cleaves like a massive cylinder straight through his chest.
Ugh.
And he is like dead.
Rin just says, fuck.
I think he's
That's
dead.
good.
And then Yusume runs back, provoking from you, Rin.
Oh, I wish I had Sentinel. Yeah, I'll swing with the Mace of Disruption again. Fuck.
Her attack falls short. She then runs around the corner, disappearing over this way.
We might need those scrolls soon, boys.
Gaius.
Alright, so I'm going to... does Versa count as difficult terrain?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
No, he's
He's cut in little
Not if they're
pieces.
dead.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm
he-
going to move...
He basically has just like a cylindrical hole just straight through his chest now, blood pooling it at his side.
I'm gonna like look at Versa and be like, you guys can revive people, right? Alright, see... Whatever. And I start to do a light jog forward.
Nope.
You peer around the corner and see Yasume like yelling at the other Gith. Get up! Grab your blades!
Okay, I'm going to judge distance. Okay. Okay, then as my action here, I'm going to use my Necrotic Shroud ability. So, like, my eyes go from, like, yellow to, like, pure purple, and then, like, two skeletal wings pop out of the plate mail on my back. As, like, just necrotic energy starts to flood around me, like, alright. And that's my turn.
Alright. You empower yourself with necrotic energy. Rin.
Okay, so that's okay. So if I run towards you, I'm gonna have to make that save, basically.
I don't think so. I think it's only when I activate it. That's
Yeah.
why I tried to make sure that was like
Okay.
10 feet away from you guys. So no one's frightened, and no one can be frightened by it right now. It's only when I turn it on.
Okay. 30 feet. Okay.
It's sort of scary to look at first, but then after you see him for a bit, you get used to it quite quickly.
Okay. Ah, wings. That's new. And let's see, how far is she? 40 feet. Okay. Well. Oh, what the hell is that? Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there?
Hello? Hello?
He might be having a lag spike.
Mm-hmm.
Let me message him. I'll message in our Roll20. Maybe he disconnected.
Good.
I'll give him another second. See if he gets it sorted out. He must have lost internet connection. Alright, well, for now I'll just say he's gonna dodge. Oh wait, he messaged me. 2 darts at disadvantage, and then move further down the hall. Okay, I'll make his attack. He's gonna throw a couple of darts at Yusume. Throws 1 dart, and it
Got
misses.
advantage, right?
Disadvantage.
Too bad.
Yeah, you would expect his darts to do something, because they usually do, and that one also falls short. I'm not sure how much he moved, but I think he wants to move back a little bit. Just put him there. Hopefully he'll be back on by his next turn. Alright, Auric.
Okay, I will put to here. I can still see nothing, so I will take the dodge action.
Okay.
No longer concentrate on bonfire.
Alright, you drop bonfire. Does that end your turn?
It ends my turn.
Okay. My fan.
Gonna start running quickly towards the commander. I get over here. It's like, I think I just stepped on Bursa. Disgusting. I keep going.
Okay, at the start of this round, I gotta roll these other gith in as well.
I'm going to dodge.
Okay. Alright, before your turn, actually, my fan, is going to be a couple of gith just getting up and readying themselves. They won't make much progress towards you guys this round. Draw their weapon, stand up, move here. And, alright, it's Yasume's turn. She immediately turns around and she runs incredibly quickly over here, moving 30 feet. She throws her hand forward and she floods this hallway with fire as she casts Fireball.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it at 4th level.
If we're dodging, we get advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so Rin has +4 on this because he's in my aura protection,
Yep.
but no one else is. So it's just Rin.
All right. Yusume runs forward, throws her hand forward, and oh yeah, you're also dodging, right, Math Fan? All right. A massive bloom of fire just floods this tunnel in both directions, sheathing you guys in fire. Everybody make a dexterity save.
Oh, that's a 12.
Bertz's corpse is scorched.
Oh no.
I'm dodging, so
Yeah, me too.
All right. All right, you guys. Auric, no, Math Fan, you have resistance, right?
Oh, that too.
Oh, I have resistance to fire too because
Yeah.
my.
And
I do not.
all right. And let me just make Rins, and then I'll dish out all that damage. I think. Does he have evasion yet? Not yet. I don't see evasion there. All right, he makes a save. All right, first of all, Rin is going to take. So not a massive fireball. He's going to take 11 fire damage. Mathvan, you take 5 fire damage. Gaius, you take 11 fire damage. And Auric, you take 11 fire damage. And then she moves forward and does her hasted action. I don't know why it lost her concentration marker. She does her hasted action attack on you, Gaius, coming in with her greater silver sword. Alright, she hits you with this tremendous amount of damage for 31 points.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm alive. Barely.
Ouch.
Another Githyanki warrior jumps to her feet, grabs her blade, starts dashing up. Dashes up to you.
Oh, please no. Okay. Whew.
You have to take the dash action.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. Can you move diagonal? So could I like move here?
Yeah.
Or would I have to go? Okay, so I'm gonna move.
You just, if you go through a wall, you can't go diagonal, but other than that, yeah, you can go diagonal.
Move here, and then there. I can kind of see the Githyanki over here. Can he see me?
Yep.
Okay, so he's 30 feet away. So I'm gonna like pool necrotic energy around me and be like, "You're gonna regret killing our friend." Or, and I look back over to Versa and the baby, their friend, and I'll use my channel divinity, dreadful aspect.
All right.
First.
They all have to make wisdom saves against being frightened.
And the DC is 15, I believe. Yep.
Okay. I'll start off with Yusume. Yusume makes a save. And then
Of course, why wouldn't you?
three
make
Githyanki warriors. Alright, the first, the closer one to you, Gaius, makes a save.
Oh my god. That's nice knowing you guys.
The one that you pointed out fails and becomes frightened. And they they'll end the effect if they're more than 30 feet away from you. And if they move 30 feet away, they can repeat their save. And it's just no other conditions latched on with that frightened, just frightened.
That's my turn.
Alright, Tyler's internet's still down, so I'm just gonna take control. And I'm not sure if he'd do this, but he's gonna do it. He is gonna start attacking. And damn, he's only got 2 monk levels. Okay. Alright, he's going to do a Mace of Disruption. Misses with his first attack. Take a second attack on Yusume. And a 22 will hit her. He pummels her for 5 bludgeoning damage. And it knocks the haste out of her. She is left sort of reeling. and like sort of hit with this wave of lethargy. And then Rin has like flurry of blows, so he's gonna just do a palm strike and narrowly misses her. Rin ends his turn there.
What happens when haste drops?
You can't do anything next turn.
He doesn't have advantage anymore on dexterity save, so third time's a charm. Here you go. Third.
Alright, you create another bonfire under Yasume, and she fails.
Yes.
She takes 14 fire damage, and she is getting scorched. She is left horrific burns, very close to death. Alright, the Githyanki warrior is going to try and run at you guys, but then he sort of turns and he cowers in fear. He then just like moves away from you, and when that happens, he can repeat the wisdom save. If he ends his turn more than 30 feet away from you, which he'll do. And he shakes off the fear at the end of his turn. This Githyanki warrior rounds the corner and has just enough movement to only get here, but instead of dashing, he's going to Misty Step as a bonus action and interpose himself here. And he's going to come in, seeing Auric there, he's going to swing with his greatsword. Ah!
I'm in trouble.
First attack is a miss. Makes a second attack. Ah! And it catches you for 14 points of damage.
I got lucky.
Mathan.
Okay. Gonna use 2 charges of the Wand of Magic Missiles to kill the commander. Hopefully. So that's 4 missiles.
As you shoot magic missile, she's anticipating your spell, and she is going to hold up her hand and cast Shield, completely dissipating the magic missiles.
Bastard.
They just all 4 of them dissolve around her.
Well, that sucked.
Alright, she is breathing very heavily. She sort of just slaps her hands on her knees and sort of keels over, catching her breath from the haste wearing off. Githyanki warrior holds up her sword and takes a swing at you, Gaius, but instead vanishes, and that swing goes at Mathan as she casts Misty Step as a bonus action. 16 is a miss. She clings off her armor. She makes room for her other ally. She takes a second swing at you, Mathan, and she hits you for 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Gaius.
Alright, Alright, I'm going to... I'm just going to attack twice. So I'm going to only make 1 attack first.
She easily blocks a 12. It's a miss.
Alright.
And a 26. Even with her shield up, it cuts straight through the shield, slashing into her.
And I'm going to burn second level spell slot to smite.
She really looks like she's on the cusp of death.
All right. Can I like retro that then and not burn the smite, or do I have to? If she looks
No,
hurt, I might.
yeah, you would think that she is like, you could flick her and she's gonna die basically.
So yeah, like necrotic, kind of energy coming off my sword. I attack her.
All right, when it hits her, you just sort of slice into her, and then this churning necrotic energy just starts to frost up, and you just sever her in two at the waist, cut her in half. She falls to the ground.
All right,
Dead.
and with that, I'm going to move. We're here. And end my turn calling out. Who had those healing potions again?
Me, I have one.
On me.
Rin.
Okay, so I looked back through, and it looks like I only missed one turn. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Just a power spike or something.
How dare you?
The guy in front of me, let's try to give him a mace to the face.
That is a hit. You whack him for 21 points of damage. Although, I mean, not 21 damage with a 21. Although he seems like a grunt, you notice he's exceptionally sort of muscular, and the 5 damage does not do a whole lot.
That sucks. Well, we'll swing at him again for the hell of it.
Another hit. Alright, you whack him for another 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
And, roundhouse to the face. Damn, now
that's a
I
hit.
rolled,
All of a sudden.
really well on this one.
You do this small frenzy of attack. You beat him up a little bit.
Man, that barely hurt him. Fuck. Alright, yeah, that's it.
Oric.
Okay. To disengage from this guy. Back here. That's about it.
Alright, as you disengage
is there another-
and move
Oh
there,
shit, there's another one down
this guy
there.
just rushes you. He runs up and he swings at you
forgot
with his
about him.
great sword. Ah! He too looks quite tanky. He swings once and misses. He swings again, and he hits you hard. 21 points of damage.
He's a beefy boy.
Alright, this Gith is going to swing straight away at Gaius with his great sword. And despite your best attempts to block the attack, you fall to the ground. He immediately turns and swings at Rin. Ah! Whoops. That's what he's going to do as he makes a failed attempt to hit you. He just swings wildly overhead. And he just stands his ground there.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
My fan.
Oh. Let's see. Running out of options, guys.
Yep.
Have one more spell. Going to. Damn. I don't know what to do. I'm going to use bonus action healing word on Gaius. And as my main action, I guess I'm gonna toll the death on the one that is injured.
Okay. Rajna makes a wisdom save and fails. Starts to cough and splutter. Taking 17
And-
necrotic damage.
I'm gonna remind everybody, I have a potion. I actually have two. Because
Alright.
I'm gonna die now.
As you say that, a female Githyanki warrior next to you swings and clings off your armor. She whips a greatsword around again, sort of flicking around in her hands, comes down, grabbing both hands onto the hilt, and clings off your armor again. Ends her turn there. Gaius, you awaken. You can get to your feet for half movement speed.
All right. So I get. I'm pretty sure necrotic shroud is gone. I no longer have that.
If you, does it,
Transformation.
end?
It says it lasts for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus action.
All right, it's still going up. You rise to your feet with crackling necrotic energy still sheathing you.
All right, then I attack the Githyanki right next to me.
Yeah, that doesn't go away if you get incapacitated. All right, you swing at him, and despite the fact it was a good attack, he's wearing half plate mail, and he blocks your attack. 14.
All right,
The miss.
I'll do another attack.
That is a hit.
All right, and hold on to my second one. So that's that.
All right, that's 27 points of damage. You cleave into him with a hefty blow. He's left reeling from the pain as frost sort of just lines that slice. Despite his massive size, he's actually getting pretty worn down now. Rin. We can't hear you. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that there's no way that a 12 hit him.
Yeah, it's a miss. And
Probably not
16
either.
is also a miss.
Those were just distractions, so I could roundhouse kick him. Nope.
Like, kick him on his breastplate and doesn't do anything, just knocks him back a foot.
I used up all my luck on the rolls before, and I don't have I don't have anything to augment them anymore. Damn. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Auric.
What this does real quick. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to disengage once again. Don't think it's gonna do me much good, but
Yeah, it's probably not going to help the party at all if you keep on disengaging.
well, I'll be dead next round.
Okay.
Well,
Plenty of
if
other
you're gonna-
options that you have, like use a spell scroll, cast a spell. However, it's up to you.
Do I have a spell scroll?
Yep.
I gave you.
You were given 2 just before.
Yeah. Hey,
Alright.
Haste and shield, I think.
However, the
Okay.
decision of what you do is yours.
I
Alright,
didn't even know I had those.
okay. Alright, this Githyanki warrior runs at Rin, and he attacks.
Mm-hmm.
First attack is a miss. Swings again. And
Aha.
cleaves
How about
into the
you?
wall. Spits at you, Gith.
I can't understand what you're saying.
He said that he will kill you next turn.
Ah, well.
Alright, as you run by Rajna Auric, he turns and he cleaves at you. And he hits you for 13 points of damage. Then he turns to Rin and makes his second attack. And whew,
Parry him.
attack falls short.
I'm getting lucky with those.
Mathvan.
Oof. Can I do? To administer potion, is that an action?
Yep.
Well, in that case, I'm going to administer the small potion. Potion of healing. How much is that?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. So add 2 to this. So 8 to Auric.
Or you become conscious.
I still have a potion. I let everybody know that.
Alright, the Githyanki warrior steps here and swings at you, Mathvan. She takes a slash, misses, and then sees Auric on the ground and attacks him at advantage. And she cleaves into the
Just
ground
got
as you
very lucky.
roll to the side.
Nice.
And
Lucky.
she stays there as they begin to like basically sandwich you guys into this narrow hallway. You also see the baby just rolling up towards you guys. Gaius.
I look confused at this baby, but turn back to the opponent in front of me and make an attack.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Now,
Alright, you
so much damage.
with your giant strength and your frostbrand greatsword, you just heave it up and just slice him diagonally in half with a single blow. Bits of his body are just left like frozen, sort of almost sealed, so all the blood just turns into a slush as the two halves fall onto the ground.
Alright, I move 5 feet,
Brutal.
and I'm going to make another attack.
That is a hit.
And you know what? I'm going to smite for this, so I'll use my last second level spell slot.
Jeez.
Alright, you heave
Just
all
pour
of your weight.
everything I got. Just, yeah.
You basically just like jump into her with an explosion of energy. You hit her for 36 points of damage, and the blade is like impaled her. She's left reeling on the end of your blade, trying to struggle to get out of it. She's very badly injured.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright.
Rin.
Well, keep on swinging the mace at the big muscly guy.
That's a hit. Alright, you whack him once. You smack him like clean over the face, and he like doesn't budge.
Other cheek.
That's a hit. You smack him again, and he doesn't flinch.
Ah, fuck you, guy. No.
Try to roundhouse him, and he just like sort of catches your hand, spins your leg around, and you have to do like a triple like spinning flip to like land back on your feet.
Aha, but you can't do that, can you? Your muscles are too big. Fuck.
He says in Gith, I am going to destroy you.
Still
you
can't
go back
understand
to the
words
chopper?
You say, buddy. And Shit, I guess that's all I can do.
Auric, you can jump to your feet for half movement
I
speed.
stand up. And I cast haste from the scroll on Rin.
Okay.
The last round.
You whip that scroll out, and the magical ink on the scroll starts to glow. They form a magical energy that starts to coalesce, leaving the scroll. The magic swirls around, and Rin, everything around you starts to slow down as you speed up. And
Excellent.
Auric, you're left with a blank piece of parchment in your hand.
I'll use my free action to ball that up and. I don't know. I'm
And
not gonna
eat
try
it.
to piss
Just
off
eat
them.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it here very soon.
Power move.
All right, this Githyanki warrior, he goes to sort of grab you, Rin, and as he does that, that's what he does. He tries to grab you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
All right. Oh, what a shitty roll.
Oh,
All right,
my
even
God.
despite his brute strength, he sort of grabs you and you just slip your arms out of his grip, and he ends his turn there.
See, told you, muscles too big.
That fan.
Okay, Caius, you are our last hope. And I'm going to... Should I do this now? I don't know. Actually,
What
I'm
you
going to try
doing?
something different. I'm going to use the scroll to hold person on the one in front of me.
All right, same thing happens. You whip that scroll out, and the ink coalesces into magic as the Githyanki warrior makes a wisdom save.
Screw that. She made it.
She succeeds.
Yeah. Well,
He's gonna say this. I'm gonna drop unconscious, aren't I?
What do you do to the blank parchment, though, Math Fan?
the blank parchment.
Yeah. Do you eat it as well?
No, I'm gonna put it in front of her eyes. Use it as a weapon. We're trying to survive here.
All right. She is actually going to Misty Step. Just here. And then she just tried to grab you by the arm, Math Fan. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Nice, good roll.
Alright, she tries to grab you and drag you away. But you she cannot get a hold of you. Ends her turn there. Gaius.
Alright, guys, going to move forward and start swinging.
That's a miss.
Alright, gonna wind back up and swing again.
And
Nice.
that is a hit.
Ooh. Brutal.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Alright, you absolutely... Oh, you've got a smite damage in there still.
oh, I do. That's my
But
bad.
even without the smite damage, you decimate her, and she just sort of... You cut her head off, and her body falls on the ground. The head bounces along the ground into the baby, and the baby just grabs it. And starts playing with it.
I point at the surviving Yankee and said, like, that one next.
He does not. He does not look worried at all. Do not happen to the last person. I let him go off a cliff.
Thanks for
I
the-
can't understand you, my friend, and you're too big and too slow. I'm like talking fast for Ren anyway.
See, he said that he's from the future. Came here in a chopper.
Version.
Alright, Rin, you pluck the mace into him. Again, whacking him over the face. He doesn't flinch.
Ah, here, have another one.
And you hit him again. over
Oh
the
my
face. Still doesn't flinch.
What the Jesus Christ?
You're just
How about
standing
over the
there
head?
as you're bashing him as hard as you can, and he just sort of
God.
catches the mace. And that's supposed to be an unarmed attack, right?
No,
Oh no,
that
it's
was
a
my
hasted.
action.
Alright, he sort of just
Yeah.
catches the head of the mace and then starts to try to crush it, but you quickly pull the mace back.
Don't do that now, and I'll just I'll just kind of try to kick him backwards a little bit with my bonus action, just a front kick. Nope.
Alright, you jump up and whack him in the side as hard as you can. Again, he doesn't even budge. It's a miss.
You're about to get on my nerves, big guy. That's
Ulrich.
Hey, from a scroll, can you cast shield on someone else, or is it still just self?
It's the same spell. It's a reaction.
Okay. Okay. Well, target this guy with a bonfire.
Okay. He's going to try and dodge. His name is Arnoldiak, by the way. And he dodges the bonfire. He doesn't dodge the bonfire. He just stands there like it just doesn't burn him though. He doesn't flinch.
Oh my god.
It's like he's made out of metal or something.
I'm getting less and less motivated.
Alright, he takes his greatsword and then he just tries to like hit you as hard as he can, Rin.
Yeah.
This is with his first attack. Second attack.
Yeah, that hits.
And even with your incredible speed from haste, he still catches you for 16 damage.
That hurt a little bit. I'll try to be stoic like him, but it's hard because there's a lot of blood.
That fan.
Going to cast Toll the Death. Maybe he's not smart.
He fails.
Look at
and
that.
his like blood starts like pooling out of his ears, and he just still stands there without flinching.
Maybe he's just an idiot. I don't know.
He sticks his finger in his ear and tries to clean it out. Gaius.
Guys, having put out some heavy hits, but really. Looks
I got
over-
another potion for you. Fear.
Yeah. But.
Ren is little help up here.
Your
I can't-
attacks are
I like
pathetic.
look between.
Fuck you, buddy.
I look at this Arnold Schwarzenegger gif and the potion. I'm like, fuck's sakes, and I slowly start trudging forward.
Slowly turns his head towards you as you move up to him.
I don't even know what to say to you, and I just.
Tell him your name is John Connor.
Alright, so first attack.
Ooh,
That hits him.
that's gonna hurt.
I think maybe I shouldn't be hasted anymore. I think the person that needs to be hasted is the guy dealing more than 20 damage a hit.
Oh, wait.
Actually, you
Alright,
wouldn't be.
you- You slash into him, a massive slash across his face. It like opens his face straight open, and he still doesn't budge as you hit him for 29 damage, and that hits as well.
Maybe he really is an idiot.
Why don't you have reactions as I swing again?
At the time you roar and you swing with everything you got, and your blade just it passes like straight through him, like diagonally, and he's still just standing there.
Oh,
And then suddenly, like, the top half of him just sort of slides down and then just falls on the ground. But his legs still just remain exactly where they are.
No, fuck that. I'll push him over.
You kick his legs over onto the ground.
Nice work, guys.
yeah. Fuck.
We
Yeah.
need to sleep.
Yeah, I think we need to find somewhere to hole up. It might be difficult here, but I don't think we really have a choice.
Do you want to go into the baby's room and pretend we're babies and sleep all day?
Should we
Is that
check out
what-
the eggs that were back there? They might be like worth something.
Well, they're probably dragon eggs, and I mean they probably are worth something, but we have really no way of moving them.
That's true. Yeah, Maltha, your name is, right? Could I get that healing potion now? I know I might not show up. I'm actually barely standing.
Yes, but you know, it's more efficient if we administer it to the person that is dying. That's the only healing we have left.
Oh,
I mean,
there.
check the nanny's body.
All right, you
Or-
check the body of Isume, and she doesn't have any like pouch on her or anything like that. She wears this ornate plate armor that has the classic Githyanki patterns on them. It's set with 6 orange carnelians and 6 amethyst, and no red orb.
Well, shit.
She also has a greater silver sword, which is not useful unless she has psionic ability.
Yeah.
And
Like-
yeah, her plate armor. Other than that,
Be
she...
somewhere in the nursery.
Oh, she also has she no spell book on her either.
Okay, maybe the baby stole it. I'm gonna check the baby.
Alright, the
See if he
baby's
has
just playing with the Gith's head, and it tries to like grab you and like bite onto your arm
Jesus Christ.
very
We-
aggressively.
Did we give Verta anything? Like of ours to
Alright.
carry?
You search through Vertz's body, and apart from the ornate Baroque style plate mail that he has, and the greater silver sword that he was given, he has on him a spell book containing all of the spells that he knows.
Yep.
And you
wouldn't take
cannot
it.
believe
Just
what
one
you
up.
find in his pack.
Not a red orb.
It is a red orb.
Oh my goodness.
What? So that's number 5?
He had one the whole time.
Well, I wonder if he was ever going to tell us about that. I feel much. Well, I didn't really feel much about his death anyway, but, well, now even less.
I don't know. You didn't seem half bad.
Well,
I say
I
as we're
mean-
like ripping the gems out of his plate armor. Just-
Well, he didn't have any gems in his plate.
yeah.
Well,
You-
he did want to fireball a bunch of babies, so there is that.
You
Yeah.
cast a spell from a spell book?
No.
Oh. No.
You have to, even to like be able to cast a spell from someone else's spell book, you have to copy it into your own spell book.
I'm keeping
That's
it anyway.
only if you're a mage, right?
If you're a wizard.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wizard, so that spell book is not going to be used to anyone.
I'm gonna keep it anyway though because Rin still believes that he's gonna run into Alakan again. So. And Alakan is a wizard,
I think we can hide in here.
possibly.
I mean, the
Alright.
babies are quite loud when they wake up, right? This is really the best place.
Yeah, they've stirred when you guys enter. They start crying out very loudly.
We'll never get any rest like this.
Tell me
Can we
about
get
it.
a short rest?
It's up to you guys what you want to do.
Can I go look at these eggs very quickly?
Yeah, make me a nature check, guys.
Oh, I'm absolutely terrible at this, but I'm sure it'll go well. No, it won't.
Hey, both the paladins in the group have a -1 to intelligence. Okay.
Very large eggs, 4 foot tall. They have like a sort of scaly appearance. They seem rock solid and very, very heavy.
Are they colored?
They are sort of a brownish color, exactly as shown here.
You said they have a bit of a scaly texture.
Yeah. Very
Could I
fine.
fit one? Like, could I carry one with me? Like, do I think I could fit it in my backpack, or is it just?
It could fit, but like when you try to pick it up, it weighs 300 pounds,
Mm.
which is not like impossible for you to carry.
I mean, let's
Oh.
see if like that would make me encumbered. I don't
And
know if
you-
it would with my strength. Oh yeah, it would be definitely over my carrying capacity.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think you should be
And
able
you
to
level-
carry it, but with all your other stuff, it would probably be too heavy.
Mhm.
And what's that, Warwick?
Does leveling up require a long rest?
Yes.
We should try at least a short rest somewhere.
I feel like we should get a long rest though. You guys, some of you said that you are out of your spells.
I think we all are.
Let's
Everyone
go back
is.
to those nice-looking beds that Verta kept yelling about.
Lead the way.
We'll sleep in them for a verse in his memory. I'm sure he would have hated it.
And also, guys, I'll just give me an investigation check
Everybody?
before you leave. Gaius, just for Gaius.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I missed something super important. Alright,
we all did.
investigation, come on. Oh, come on! God damn it, what the... Well,
All right,
That
looking.
means that you.
So, when you guys looked at these beds, they, as you know, they are very lavish beds. They are draped. They have like curtains around them, sort of like a net draped over the bed. You couldn't see inside. Could be a
Can-
place to rest without being
Yes.
seen. You're not sure, of course, how many more Githyanki are present in this place. And with all the obvious description, you'd imagine someone came by, it would be impossible to hide the fact that over a dozen Githyanki are now dead.
that doesn't...
We chance it.
Do you want to get a short rest first? Get some hit
Oh.
points.
That might be wise.
Yeah. The short rest is for sure.
All right,
Do
you
we want
guys.
to chance a long rest?
Before anything, you guys decide to take an hour here and just recoup from the previous encounters. Everyone take a short rest. If you like, you can burn hit dice.
Going to...
I haven't
During
had any
this
hit dice
hour,
left for a while. So.
Not a soul comes by.
They might be preoccupied with the mind flayers.
Except the baby. The baby comes crawling in.
What the heck am I doing here?
Why are you crying at me? I don't know what to give you.
It's it tries to like punch you. Like tries to claw at you and punch you. And when it cries, it reveals these like sharp teeth. It's like a little monster.
Ah, you are not cute. You're not cute at all.
Oh, wait.
Stop it. Just kind of shoo. Just
Instead
like
of push it, and it just starts crawling off in a different direction.
just pushed away with my boot and just go.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, during that hour, you just see all the scattered dragon chess pieces all over the ground. The beds are looking pretty comfy. Some of you may laze in them. And no one comes by during this hour. You guys have done a little bit better, but up to you guys if you feel like you want to press on and keep exploring or try and sleep here.
I say we chance it. We just post watch.
And I don't know. What do y'all say?
Well, if the beds have the beds have like
Drapes.
the canopies on them
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the drapes, so they can't actually see anybody laying in the bed. And
There
well,
are like 10 plus Githyanki corpses in the hallway, though. They'll probably figure something.
well, yeah, they'd figure something would happen, but they would also figure that maybe they ran away. I mean, who in their right mind would stay where all
What
the
kind of
bodies are?
sociopath? Yeah, I like
Exactly.
this. I like this train of thought. Actually, you know what? That's
What
actually
kind of
So,
suicidal
we-
maniac would then go to sleep in their own that bed?
I know, right?
Exactly.
I think we chance it,
yeah.
but I'm just one.
I agree. I think we should.
I would
Alright,
like
guys.
to chance it.
Decided to try and risk sleeping here, and
Yeah.
you guys can post watches. So, who's going to have the first watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I'll let you guys know when you've completed that rest as well. But hold on for now. All right, Rin, you take the first watch, and during that time, you sort of stand guard here, keeping an eye out, and nothing happens. Then, who's taking second watch?
I'll take second watch.
All right, you wake up Mathfan, and Mathfan, you take second watch as you guys sleep. Everyone else sleeps in these beds to get some rest. Now, Mathfan, during your watch, you guys have been waiting here for like all day basically until you start to feel tired. Been like over 10 hours, and now people are starting to like drift off now. You need to make a perception check, Mathfan.
Come on, buddy.
Here you go.
Nice. Good roll.
All right, you hear this like clanking of the sound of heavy armor. Someone is coming your way from this direction. What do you do?
I'll whisper, I get over here and shake everybody awake. Someone's coming.
You want to try and shake everyone awake? You think you don't have time for that? Like whoever's here is going to be here and like immediately. Whoever's coming. You wouldn't have time to wake everyone up.
Is it one person or multiple people?
It sounds like one person. They're getting closer. Their armor clanking.
I am going to hide and watch the entrance. I'm assuming that the people are sleeping with the covers shut, so they cannot see inside the bed from
Yes.
outside.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go into this corner and hide in here.
All right. Do you have your armor on or not? If you sleep in your
yes.
armor, you'll be like exhausted.
Oh no, then I don't have my armor.
Okay, well you could be exhausted. It wouldn't. It's not.
I have my shield, but not my armor.
Okay, yeah. You're not like you're just in your boxer shorts. All right.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check, Math fan.
So this is not with a disability,
Yeah, because you don't have your armor on. That's good.
but it's a great roll anyways.
All right, Math fan. You clamber around that corner and you just wait. As you sort of move, you like step on one of the dragon chest pieces, and you suddenly hear the crunching of the armor stop, like right near you. And peering around the corner is a female Gith. And
Oh.
although she's lightly armored, she has this like golden sword, red hair tied up in a tassel, and you don't know what it is about her, but you feel like she is has a bit of a commanding presence about her. And she looks around the area, peering over the beds, and then she turns to the right after hearing that crunch of the dragon chest set. And the baby comes crawling up from behind her. She looks down, picks up the baby under her arm, and then crunches back away.
That's the last red orb. Guessing.
Yeah, don't.
Then you just hear like this sounds like bodies being dragged. And then make me another perception check, Math Fan.
Good roll.
Alright, you hear like this clicking sound and the sound of sliding stone coming from somewhere in this direction. And then you hear this several bodies being dragged. This goes on for like the next 30 minutes. And then you just hear this loud click and crunch. Like something being closed. And then you hear the footsteps trailing away. And although she's making the sound like she's wearing heavy armor, she just appears like she's only very lightly dressed. So, sort of strange. Maybe some sort of illusion. And then you guys continue your rest. Or Gaius, whoever takes the next watch, it's irrelevant because nothing else happens during that long rest. So, everyone take a long rest and level up to level 8.
Yeah.
And we'll take an intermission now, 10-minute intermission. If people need more time, we'll see. Give you time, guys. Yeah.
I'm going to take my third level in monk.
All right.
Learning polymorph. Oh, who wants to be transformed into a T-Rex?
Not me.
I'm taking resilient so that I get more HP.
I'll see you guys back soon.
Alright.
Let me see if you guys have the character minutes access. If anyone's using it, it'll help you level up. Take a look. Compendium, no. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys compendium access.
What else is there?
Alright, the compendium is shared now if anyone needs it. Any stuff from
Okay.
anything.
Awesome.
See you guys back soon. And
Alright.
grab coffee.
Alright.
I'll be back soon.
I don't know. Do I up my charisma so that I get a bonus to saves and damage, or do I try to up my HP?
Well, upping your charisma is always nice, and plus as a paladin, it's nice for those around you as well. Because you have your, don't you have a?
I do have the aura where it's like if you guys
Yeah.
are within 10 feet of me, you get like plus
for saves,
saves.
yeah. So that's nice for you and for everyone else. Because that
I just
plus
felt like I
one
was going down there a lot, so I was like,
can help them. I'm torn between which monastic tradition to go with, though. I think I know which one I want, but we'll see.
Decisions. Alright.
Oh, I have spells again.
I know. So now I'm 3 levels of monk and 5 levels of paladin.
What type of monk are you going to be?
You'll see.
If the hand shadow.
No, I'm not gonna be a shadow. You'll see.
I gotta roll for my staff. The charges.
Alright, I'll be back.
Nice.
I'll also be back in a second.
Mm. Nice.
Yep.
Guessing your wisdom's over a 20, right?
Yeah, my wisdom is 22.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a +6. I get to pick 2 more spells.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Very good.
Yep.
How's leveling?
Speaking the spells now.
I'm done.
I was just doing a little bit of customization. But
Does anyone need more time?
Here.
I'm good.
Good.
Well, in that case, let's continue on. I think you got one too many hit points there, or
I get an extra one because of my background.
alright.
They don't. For some reason, Charactermancer doesn't have it.
make sure to add it to your hit point maximum then too, so you're not blue.
Yeah, you got it
I
on
did.
regular hit points. Okay, so you guys you stir a time later, feeling quite displaced, and as you guys wake up, there is just like you basically fall out of bed. There is just this ear-ringing sound,
That sound again.
and it goes for quite a bit longer this time, about a good 2 minutes as you wake up. And you cannot shake the sound. It's excruciating, annoying, and everyone feels this sharp pain in their shoulder blades, like someone's gotten 2 daggers and driven them straight into your back, and you feel like sort of wet and slimy, very, very strange. And you guys basically fall out of bed, but that sensation completely subsides after that, and you guys feel fresh and prepare your spells. And it's very, very silent here. It's you guys are just woken up, sweating from the heat here. It's just so immensely hot. You can't imagine how the Gith can stand this place for long periods of time. But you're all doing okay. It's bearable.
So, who turned on the alarm? It's a freaking Sunday.
What's a Sunday?
Sunday is a day of the week in my realm. I keep forgetting that your week is quite long.
Well, in any case,
Maybe it's the equivalent to like Morndas for us. Morndas sucks.
we only need one more red orb. Suppose we should go try and find one.
Well, I think I saw the last commander.
Really?
She went that way last time I saw her. North. Towards the baby's room.
Oh, well, alright.
I get head back out into the hallway, and apart from some blood staining the obsidian walkways, every single body is gone.
Where are all the bodies? Huh. Strange. You'd think if they cleaned that up, they would have came to check this room. I guess we got a little lucky.
Alright guys, head back down this way. You see all the dragon eggs, and everyone make a stealth check. The babies are sleeping. Now, half of the babies are also gone.
That's what I was gonna ask.
It's a 3 for me.
Alright, as you guys walk down here, Mathan, you're sort of clunking along in your armor, and the noise you make is enough to wake the babies. and this chorus of little demons start crying out quite loudly. Ah!
Gods, they're loud.
Can I like try to go over and soothe them? Like shh. Quiet.
Make an animal handling check. No, I'm joking. Make a persuasion check, because there's so many of them. To try and calm it once, it'll be at disadvantage.
Alright, I am pretty good at persuasion. Shh, you little Githyanki. Actually, I do speak Githyanki, and I realize this now because I was a noble. Could I speak in Githyanki to them, maybe?
Sure. You're not sure if they understand what you're saying at this age. But you can speak in Gith. Alright, you managed to calm them, and you just sort of, whether you sing them a nursery rhyme or just shush them very loudly, they all start to sort of calm down quite quickly.
I probably just shush them.
Alright.
I'll move back over here.
Shall I move? Keep going forward, or
I'm going to check these eggs now.
it seems there's another room back here behind the eggs as well.
Alright, when you get to this intersection, Math Fan, I'll have you make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, what did you hear?
Oh,
You don't know.
Nothing comes to mind. And then you also go and examine these eggs, and they are massive. They must weigh hundreds of pounds. And what do you guys think these eggs are for? Just like, what do your characters
are they
think?
dragon eggs?
I think so as well.
Yeah.
You can make a nature check to try and discern that.
Dragon.
Oh, I'm much better at that.
The dragon eggs.
Alright, so they look exactly like dragon eggs. But when you examine them a bit closely, Math Fan, you realize they're fake. They're just nothing more than polished stone, painted and carved to resemble dragon eggs. They're fake eggs.
How would they do that? Huh.
Looks like someone got scammed.
So maybe somebody stole the real eggs. Nah, that's too elaborate.
Well, maybe the eggs were lost and they used these eggs to calm down the mama dragon.
Alright, can you guys give me another round of stealth checks, please?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Oh, worst stealth yet.
Alright, guys, hear a bit of movement coming to the south, and then you hear some whispers, some incantations. It sounds like a couple of spells are being cast.
Do we have like a reaction? Can we do anything? Or we just...
Sure.
What kind of spell do I
They're not being
recognize?
cast at you guys, and you don't see anyone who's coming from somewhere. Make an Arcana check, Math Fan.
I'll cast Bless on me, Malthan, and Auric, I believe.
Okay.
Because Bless is 3 people, or is it me plus 3 people?
3.
Yeah, so yeah, just us 3.
Okay. Alright, alright, Math Fan, you recognize the spell being cast. Blur. The blur spell.
Oh, they're getting ready for combat.
Yeah, in a whispery sort of incantation. You can just tell a few whispers of it as to what spell it is. And
But it's about to be.
then there's just like sort of silence.
Let's rush in.
Because you also hear another spell as well. It's telekinesis.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the eggs. Oh, shit.
I think I am telekinesis.
Yes, it's a 7th level spell. No, sorry, it's 5th level.
Oh,
5th
whoa.
level spell. 5th level spell.
Hold up. Okay.
Not 7th.
Can I take I'm gonna take a step towards the corner, and how far am I from everyone? And I will activate my necrotic shroud. The wings spread out of my back again.
You're so scary, dude.
I tried to be kind of far away from you guys. I thought you wouldn't mind.
It's a little disconcerting. Maybe we should rush in before.
Bless runs out.
As you say that, Rin, you hear something moving quite quickly from coming around to flank you guys. Some armor. And at this stage, I'm going to roll initiative.
Let's do it.
Because
Yep. Here we go.
people is attacking.
Oh, I forgot to roll for the one.
The magic missiles.
Yeah,
God,
to research it.
Seb, I swear, it never fails. No matter what game.
Sometimes it
no
can be
matter how-
good going at the end. Because then everything's already happened and then you've got like a good... I don't know, I'm just
idea
trying to
how
be...
how the battle's
I'm
going.
always
Yeah,
optimistic.
it's okay. Yeah.
Alright, you guys, here, like, you're being pincered attacked from down this way. There's a few sort of movements of footsteps, and you realize that someone is coming imminently, and then from behind you, and from what you can guess, given the location you're in, whoever this is preparing for combat, and they're obviously gonna be fighting you, so you know that there are threats imminent. Alright, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna twin haste into haste Rin, and I'm gonna haste Gaius.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Where's my haste macro? Oh, nope. Let me just get to my character sheet.
Alright, you hold your hand out and sort of twist your hands around like the movement of a clock's face, and as that happens you sort of create this twist in the arcane weave, and the area around them sort of slows down as both Gaius and Rin speed up with haste.
I'm going to move down here in the corner, 10, 15, and try to look really inconspicuous.
Pretend you're a dragon egg.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm behind the egg.
with a combination of misty steps and running, you notice Solari, the female Githyanki knight that you guys managed to subvert earlier. She looks like a hunter type, but she has her silver greatsword out at this time. She looks at you all. I was just discussing with our Krityanya and our Kaya how the fact that there was no trouble from outside, for the trouble is inside here. You are the ones disturbing us. For that I bring you death. She says this.
Oh,
in
you're
gift.
the. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't respond.
You just hear like
I can't
the
understand a
scratchy
word you're
voice.
saying.
And
You're saying she's gonna kill us.
she runs at you.
No, you won't.
She's going to just slash with her silver greatsword at you, Rin.
Yep, here comes the. Oh, I figured the crit was coming. Still hits.
And she slams into you. You feel a psychic screech of energy. She hits you for 25 damage.
So much damage.
She whips a blade around again and attacks. And another hefty blow for 19 points. She then, as she runs up to you, she takes a step back and Misty steps 25 feet back here and places her hand on the wall. When that happens, she presses against it, the wall clicks, and a curved part of the wall slides away to reveal a secret door. There's an immense waft of heat that rushes out, and she steps back to get cover from the wall.
Alrighty. Does she have any ranged weapons on her?
She has a bow, a long bow slung over her shoulder. As that happens, you see this a blur, this blurry image of this lightly armored Yankee warrior wielding a golden greatsword. And she she moves in incredibly quickly. it's hard to keep an eye on exactly where she is because she's blurry. She moves 30 feet here, and then she sort of looks around, and she's going to cast Misty Step and go straight for the mage.
Oh
Not Oric.
I'm going to apologize in advance. Oric, she attacks you.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to block that with shield.
Alrighty. You
no. So much psychic.
yeah, there's so much psychic energy released off her sword. As you block it with the shield, it like cracks the stone of this fake dragon egg. But she's not done. She comes in again. Yeah. Again, another deflection. The walls and the dragon egg around you crack. She whips her golden greatsword around again, and holding it in one hand, she jumps up, wielding it like a dagger. She tries to like slam it down on you, Oric, and she moves with the grace of an eagle. This one connects and hits you for 28 points of damage.
Oh.
I lose concentration.
Well, I mean, no, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
26, I'm pretty sure that makes it. The DC is only 14.
I won't be alive much longer, but
And she ends her turn there. She sort of whips the greatsword around, and the way she moves it, you're having trouble finding any sort of weakness in her defense, in the way her battle stance is. Gaius.
Well, I'm going to move forward. Or I'll move, I suppose, here, so I'm not standing on the egg. Concentrating on bless. I'm just gonna swing 3 times at her.
Alright, your attack is going to be a disadvantage as she is blurred. It's very hard for you to keep track of exactly where she is.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do. I'll just still do the attacks.
Okay. Alright,
Look at
your
that.
first attack is a 25, and despite her being in this awesome stance, you still hit her.
All right. And you know what? I'm gonna smite because she's concentrating on blur, so I'm gonna try to get rid of that. So I'm gonna smite at 2nd level. So I'll knock down a spell slot and roll damage on that.
Jeez.
Alright.
As just with
Good
the
hit.
necrotic wings and everything, ice coming off the blade and radiant damage from the smite. Just
Alright, even with this hefty blow, it severs her. You sort of hit her, and it immediately, the blow just dissipates, and you see her there. You've only put like a sort of a slight cut across her side, but the blood starts peeling out. And even with that attack that would cleave like 5 men in half, she barely still sort of falters in her stance.
well, I hope that's not foreshadowing anything, and I'll make another attack. Oh, that's not that good.
Swing again, and this time she sort of boots the dragon egg, and it sort of tumbles down near you. You have to jump out of the side, and your attack misses.
Alright. And then with my haste attack, I will make one more attack.
Alright, you then just right yourself, move to the side, swing, and a 31 definitely hits her. Cut straight through her defenses.
Oh wait, that's with smite. I gotta stop doing that. So that's no smite damage.
Alright, so that should be, is it 5 from the aura?
Yeah, it's 5 now. I up my charisma, so
Alright,
there's none of the bottom damage.
okay, that's 28 points, and with these couple of blows, you can see her sort of actually already starting to lose her composure.
Alright.
Alright, and my turn. Probably lose. Give me a moment. Okay.
Bryn.
Let me read this one more time.
Is it a manual of how not to get crit?
Yeah. I'm reading it, and I'm hoping I'm reading it correctly. Okay. So if I was to throw, say, a dart at her, she would have cover at this point.
3/4, yep.
And I don't want to rush over there by myself, so I'm not going to do that. But I will hold out my hand towards her, the hand that doesn't have the mace in it, and say a quick prayer to my goddess, Sehinin Moonbow, and then a shot of radiant energy will shoot from my hand. Taking Sun Soul.
Alright,
Oh.
so you're basically a Z warrior. And
Yeah.
a burst of
Hopefully
ki hits her.
So, not a lot.
Scorches by her, melting her slightly for 5 radiant.
Okay. I'll go for her again with another one.
15 misses, it hits the wall.
And then I'll use my hasted action to do that again.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Catches her for another 7 radiant. And she's sort of thrown back. Wait, what did she roll? 7. Actually, I was supposed to have a bit higher on her con save. It's a +5. So she maintains concentration. It doesn't include her proficiency bonus, that +2.
And I think what I was reading, I think that I can replace, because I can use this as it's a special unarmed strike, I believe. So I think I can use it for my bonus action as well.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll one more time as my actually not. I won't do that as my bonus action. I'm going to do a little running. Get to here, so I have some eggs in between me and either Gith, and I'll use my bonus action to use a key point to patient defense,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Math fan.
Gonna move forward here. 15. I can sort of see her from here. Is it official that I can see her? This.
Yeah, you can see her slightly. She's like
I can see
peering around the
both of
corner.
them.
So 3/4 cover.
Right, I see both of them then. And at second level, I'm gonna cast command both of them.
All right. Crittanya
And-
is going to make a wisdom save first. And she succeeds. Solari will make that's
This one.
this one. Crittanya. Her name has crit in it. That's all you need to know. And then the other one, Solari.
No.
She fails.
Hey. All right.
Sorry guys, but the command was gonna be to grovel.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's
She'll
fine.
grovel on her turn. She'll full
Waste
prone
your-
then end her
waste your
turn.
turn. Yeah.
I mean, range attacks are disadvantage.
I mean, I think we're gonna be fooling with this chick for a minute, so.
Auric,
Yeah, maybe.
your shield drops.
Let's see. No, my crap. Okay. You cast Quicken.
Alright, quicken a blink.
Quicken Blink. I never get it. Crap.
Are
That
you
kind of ruins it,
not
but I
taking
wanted
an
to do
action?
after it. Taking an action. I'm just.
Well, when you roll for blink, it happens at the end of your turn.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
What? See, I mean, when you use an item to cast a spell, it still counts as casting a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll
Take
say
a
like
shot with
knowing now that you're not gonna blink out, it would be like pretty metagaming to like continue your turn, if you know what I mean.
oh, okay. Okay.
So I would just say like you dodge or something, because
Okay. I'll dodge.
yeah, we have had this discussion before that this happens at the end of your turn.
And that's it.
All right, Solari drops prone, falls to her knees, and ends her turn there.
Excellent.
Kritanaya is going to.
I like try to goad her. Smirking.
She is going to Misty Step over here as a bonus action. She's going to swing at Math Fan.
Bitch.
She hits once. It's horrible. Psychic energy courses through for 31 points of damage. Makes a second attack on you, Math Fan.
Oh no!
And you immediately drop to the ground, unconscious. She steps around the egg using 10 feet of movement. She swings at you, Rin.
Stop.
And
Fuck. I go down.
22, she hits you.
Oh,
Down you
Jesus.
go. And then she jumps backs up over here using 20 feet of movement.
Oh shit.
Gaius.
Kill her. I mean, I'm dead.
I mean, yeah, like, what do I do? Do I heal? Do I... I'm gonna...
What would Gaius do?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, actually. The best of both worlds. I'm going to... Rin has a healing potion on him, right? Yeah. So, main action, dump all 35... Or no, actually at this point it's 40, so I just dump all my lay on hands. 40 points of healing.
Oh. Okay.
Just a burst of radiant energy flows through you, and I heal you for 40 points.
Thank you.
And then we'll continue to move over here, because I have like 60 feet of movement, and with my hasted action, I will attack Gith in front of me.
All right, she anticipates you as you run off exceptionally quickly. She readies herself.
All right.
And she sort of carefully watches your blade, and as a reaction, she parries you, increasing her AC by 4. She just easily hits your blade away, and the attack misses.
Oof, squared. All right. And that's... Yeah, that's my turn. Wait, when she moved away from me, would I get an opportunity attack? Or I guess that's a bit late.
She missed
She
a
missed,
step.
yeah, she used
Oh yeah,
Mystic
she missed
Step,
a step. Okay,
teleported.
that was what it was.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. No,
it's sort of like an innate ability that they have. They can Misty Step.
Alright.
Rin.
I'm going to use I use my hasted action to put the greater healing potion in Methphone.
Okay. It's just like a tiny little vial, and you have to unscrew the tiny little lid, and it's just like 3 drops.
Yeah,
You-
my
you
mouth
put
was
that-
open as I died.
It's potent though.
Very convenient.
It's 44 plus 4 for greater, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Nice.
It's not a lot. Well, I would have stood up first, using 40 feet of movement by standing up.
Yeah.
I'm hasted right now and have a shit ton of movement. Yeah, and then I'll. I really don't want to get by her, but fuck it. Get up on her. And then with my regular actions here, we'll take a swing with my mace.
To miss.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to vow of enmity her. I should have done that. I should have done that before I swung. But oh well. Say la vie.
Alright, you put a vow on her.
All right, and I'll swing at her again. Oh wow, it's terrible. I might be fucked.
Wait. You used your action for the potion, right? And then you'd have
hasted action, right?
You kind of missed the potions with a hasted action. It's not one of the options.
Use an item?
It's not an item. It's using a potion. It's an action. It's not a use an object.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I haven't really lost anything. I didn't hit her anyway. Okay.
Using a potion
sorry,
is its own action called use a
Yeah,
potion.
I didn't. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. But that's what I got.
Alright, Math Fan.
I'm going to stand up. A second level again. I'm gonna cast command. Both of them.
Alright. First for Kritanaya. Makes a wisdom save.
DC 17.
Oh,
She
nice.
fails. And what is the command?
Grovel again.
Okay. And then Solari makes a wisdom save. And she too fails. Both will fall prone and end their turn.
As for killing me.
Auric.
She's still standing though.
Okay, I want to take my staff, point it down at her, and blast her.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
And then I stay right there because I can't blink for shit.
Oh, did you use all your? You use all of it?
alright.
No. That I just have that listed as a level 5 spell because it's just easier.
Before you cast a AoE spell, you need to show where you're gonna cast it.
Oh, I mean, I point it down at her and just blast her with it.
Okay. So you're doing it like straight then? Like
Yeah, if I
like
can,
that?
if I can hit the other one with it, dude, that's perfect. Yeah, I didn't know I could do that.
Okay. It's a 60-foot cone, so
Okay.
yeah. But before you ever do an AoE, you got to figure out where it's gonna go first. All right.
I thought I was only gonna hit her.
All right. So that's enough to just get her because she's a little bit around the corner. All right, you point the staff forward and do a cone of cold. All right, Britannia makes a con save. As you just see a blanket of frost just start to climb the walls, and it is so intense for a brief moment that everything is completely obscured in this area. And she resists taking 23 cold damage, while Solari makes a con save. And she fails. The cold washes over her as she's frozen for a full 47 points. And that knocks away her concentration as well.
Oof. Still not sure what she was concentrating on.
And then that was your blink.
I screwed up the blink again.
Alright, yeah. If you
Screwed
do
up,
the
I just
blink,
didn't blink.
yeah, that'll be the end of your turn. Alright, Solari is going to just remain groveling. And then Kritannia also struggles. She falls to her knees, but still sort of clinging onto the walls here, trying to resist the best she can, but it's too strong for her. Gaius.
I'm going to just attack.
All right, you have advantage.
Nice.
All right, a 26 hits her.
Okay. So that's the.
All right, that's 27 points of damage. You slash her once.
All right. Swing again.
And 25 is going to hit her too.
All right.
All right, you bring the Frostbrand down again, cleaving her some more. And she is struggling to stay alive at this stage.
All right. And with my hasted action, one more strike.
She'll block an 18. Even despite the fact that she's struggling to stay up, she still reacts, grabbing her sword and blocking the attack.
Yeah. I get reckless at that end, like swinging downwards.
Rin.
I'll swing down with the mace. Son of a bitch.
She whips the blade around, parries off a 15.
I'll do it again. Oh my god.
Swinging full short.
I'm gonna use a bonus. I'm gonna use my bonus. I'm gonna use a key point to do flurry of blows, and I'm just gonna try to stomp on her. Stop moving!
Alright, you stomp her. You hear some bones breaking. You stomp her with a 26.
She's getting a second level smite because fuck her.
Alright, you are just. Your like heel just sort of sears into her flesh for 17 points of damage.
Alright, and I got one more unarmed strike. Curb stomper again.
And you twist the blade. And 22. Oh, twist the blade. Your heel. 22 hits.
The holy curb
I
stomp.
grind my foot into like the back of her head, and I'll use just a little more radiant energy for. I'm gonna burn a first level smite. Wow,
Alright.
that was better than the fucking second level.
You
Yeah.
just hear a snap as radiant energy consumes her and just like melts her away. Her head is just like melted off.
Thank you for that.
I like wiggle my foot around, getting brain matter off of it. Ew. Step back a little bit, and that's my turn.
My fan.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
She's like trying to
You're getting real confident now.
cling onto the wall, desperately trying to get back to her feet, scoffing at you. And then she tries one last ditch effort.
As she's doing that,
They're being
I
attacked
guess whole
outside. Go.
whole person.
Why doesn't
So
it
she
work?
shuts up.
And then just
Oh,
she's
no.
just
She can't
paralyzed on
speak.
the ground.
She can't speak.
Jesus.
Bad news bears for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I am going to entrust my take care of that over there. I'm gonna. Anything I do is gonna have disadvantage. Oh, that's not true. Oh, I'm concentrating though.
If you're within 5 feet, an attack roll will have advantage. And if you're not within 5 feet, any attack roll will be a regular attack. She's paralyzed.
And yeah, and also it will be a crit. wouldn't
yeah,
it? If
also,
you're-
yeah, if you're within 5 feet, it'll be a crit.
Firebolt her in the face.
Hey, but a distance spell would be at disadvantage,
Nope,
right?
that would be,
Not within 5 feet.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it would be regular because she's paralyzed, so attack rolls
Okay.
on her
Then
also have advantage.
I'm gonna try to firebolt her.
Alright, a 23 is a hit. And you scorch her for you just managed to hit her as well, given the fact that she's still got that cover, and you scorch her for 18 fire damage.
Nice.
Oh, and I finally blink.
And then you just you vanish away into the border ethereal.
Awesome. Oh, let me. That had disadvantage. Good.
She makes
Glad
a
I
wisdom
did.
save. And she remains just frozen on the ground there.
Oh, Gaius,
Oh,
you're gonna
God.
go end her life, I imagine.
Guys.
I like shrug, looking at the fire, then blur.
Yeah.
With like a movement.
As you
Incredible
look
speed
up,
movements there.
you see this like churning pool of lava to the north, and you're hit with this intense flaming heat, and you see like melted scraps of armor and dragon eggs just sort of bobbing up and down in this churning pool to your north.
I turn to the party and like say way too fast because I'm hasted. Like, oh hey, I found the dragon eggs. And I came back to the gift, and I'm just gonna.
Automatically crit her several times, more than likely.
Yeah, it really do be like that sometimes. So I'll just make an attack. We'll see. Just one at a time.
That's one.
Yep.
How hurt does she look?
She's injured. She's got blood smattering her face.
You're gonna be doing
Burn
like 30
marks all
damage
over
a
her.
pop.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the smite for the last hit
Yeah.
because there's no way she's so. Well,
You're doing like 30 damage a pop without the smite, and you got 3
so I
attacks.
just
so-
wind up my great sword, like necrotic energy infused on top of it.
Alright, you cut her down onto the ground. She sort of hits face first on the ground, like unable to react to any of the blows, and she's like almost dead at this stage.
Okay, well,
Come see.
attack again.
And that is a hit. And you just drive the sword down. It sort of hits the ground, and this like shockwave of necrotic and cold energy wafts out a good 10 feet away. And as you draw the blade out, there's just a hole cut straight through her that starts to frost up, and she is dead.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice job.
I like pat myself on the back like 100 times, and then I zoom over here to see what's going on.
All right, as you approach Gaius, the heat becomes so intense that's like if you get any closer, it's gonna start burning you. You just
I do
see
have resistance to fire damage, if that helps, but
it'll help, but it'll still burn you.
okay.
Hurt.
But from where you are, it's okay. If you go 5 feet closer, it's gonna burn you. You can just feel like this intense heat radiating off of this area. It doesn't really bother you too much with your resistance, but you can tell that it's still hot enough to scorch flesh. And you see here a cavern and a churning, bubbling pool of molten lava that's seemingly fed from some tubes of lava that you cannot see, and melted around are these like bits of melted armor scraps and like belonging to the dead Githyanki most likely, and bobbing up and down are several 4 foot high red speckled dragon eggs. You're not sure of the depth of the lava, but it can't be too deep.
All right,
I
I
want
wait for the
to,
party to.
Rifle the pocket.
Yeah.
All right, Kritiana has a golden greatsword that's worth 5,000 GP.
Doesn't seem magical. It's just a very expensive greatsword.
Doesn't seem magical, unfortunately.
That's fine.
And she has when she dies, actually she sort of, you find her sheathed in plate mail, like there was some sort of illusion hiding her appearance. And she has a small pack on her with a few items. There are 3 bloodstones, 5 hematites, and just some gemstones. She also has some coins on her, and you cannot believe what you see, Rin. They are water deviant coins. They are gold dragons, and she has 1,025 in this hefty sack.
Huh. Well, seems that this one has been to.
Whoops, not 6,000. It's supposed to be 1,025.
It seems this one has been to Waterdeep. Kind of kick her corpse.
Oh, red orb.
No.
Research.
We already got one from Solari. Whatever.
Yeah, and of course they have their silver great swords and their plate mail. But again, none of that is too useful for you guys at this stage. Solari has a few gemstones studded into her armor as well.
Nice.
Let's see here. It's 6 red brown carnelians and 4 ambers studded into her armor.
They have such an array of different gemstones.
Like their gemstones. I bet they were worth some good experience too, especially that one with the gold sword.
You guys get 2,460.
Alright, that puts us at.
Bless and haste goes down. Those of you that were hasted get a quick wave of tiredness. Blink also, you can end it or it'll go away after a minute.
So whenever
Confused.
me and Alakan got yanked up, we didn't see this one, Cretania, anywhere.
From
did we?
when?
Or from whenever we first got.
You wouldn't
Whenever we
recognize
got
her.
taken. Okay. That
It was
was my
all,
question.
it was all a bit of a blur. There was so many of them coming from different angles. There was smoke, there was fire, red dragons flying around, burning towns and stuff.
Well,
Should
damn.
we-
Still need one more orb, though.
Should we check this room? The golden sword one came from?
Not yet.
Well, can I figure out what she was trying to do? What her strategy was? She was
Yeah.
doing something to the wall.
You think she was probably trying to like telekinesis you guys into the lava.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Man,
That
I
sounds
tell you what, we get so much mileage out of that first level spell. I tell you.
Yeah.
You reckon if
Man,
given
it's
a
amazing.
given a couple of chances, she could have easily like just thrown you into that pool of lava, and it would have done a lot of.
Is there anything
damage.
valuable in there? From what we can see?
Well, the armor is just being like melted down to a slag, basically. Mathan, if you stand there, you're going to be taking fire damage.
Oh no.
But yeah, there are just a heap of red speckled dragon eggs.
I want one so bad. I know I can't get it. Alright.
This one, I'm sure of it. I'm not sure where she came from.
How bad do I think I would be just with my 8 intelligence? How bad do I think it would hurt to try to reach in and grab one of the dragon eggs?
It would hurt.
A lot. It's not even fire.
You think you could probably run in, grab an egg, and get out before you got like killed with your resistance. But you'd probably be pretty badly burnt. Well, I can guarantee
What are
you
we
you'd be
gonna
badly burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Unless for some stroke of luck you don't get much lava on yourself.
But what do you need the egg for?
It seems like a useful thing to have. I fought a dragon once, and it's the cause of the scar along my face. The formidable creatures. And not that I ever think I could, but the Githyanki seem to have created some sort of partnership with them.
Well, it's a
I believe-
partnership in
I believe
in
that
evil,
I-
for sure.
Yes, I believe they have a deal with Tiamat.
Hmm.
So unless you know Tiamat, it's probably not a good idea. And if you know Tiamat, well, you're either evil or you would be dead. So,
I am one of those things, but I don't know. It just seems like a dragon egg would be worth quite a bit of money or be useful in some aspect. It feels hard
that's
to leave.
also
We
useful to be alive, friend.
Yeah, money is not worth that much in this place.
We've-
We have tons of
lot.
money.
Yes.
You're right, I think.
And I'm sure there'll be more spoils to come. In fact, as Arik suggested, maybe we should go check the room that the one with the golden sword came from. Maybe she hid away her red orb there, if she had one.
Alright.
I feel like Rin talks like a either a guy from like the 20s or like the 50s or like a carnival barker. I'm not
Or
sure.
Carnival
A little
Barker
bit of
from the
both.
20s.
Ah, they have killed a lot of mind flayers.
Damn.
All right, as you guys come to this room, you see quite the quarters. There is a huge, well-carved canopy bed standing in the middle of the room, and there is a shiny black metal chest next to it. There is mind flayer heads hanging on the walls, like little taxidermy mantelpieces, and
that should've been-
there are too many to count. You also see a round circular table with several papers and books and items scattered around it, including just resting there. Plain view, a red orb.
Ah, and the sixth one is obtained.
We know where to go now.
So what?
Um,
I know I joined a bit late, but what do we do with all of these orbs again?
We have
they
go back outside. Isn't there like a pedestals that we put them on outside?
Do you know the way?
That's right.
Do you know the way?
I can't update
Been
that
there.
handout for some reason. It's like not opening when I click it. There's a few other items here as well. However, we're going to wrap it up here for today's session. You guys can
All right.
explore the rest of it at the start of next session to get you all nice and motivated to finally make your way into the true Red Dragon's lair to try and somehow convince Red Dragons that they should transport you to the Far Realm. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
see
gonna be-
you guys next week.
Yeah, too bad
Okay.
Bursa is not with us. He could have translated Dracon.
Oh my god. Do any of us even speak Draconic? We're just gonna...
I speak Draconic though.
I
Me
speak
too.
Draconic as well.
You can maybe think of a way that you could either impress a Red Dragon or make a bargain with them. We'll see.
We might have enough items to bargain, but I don't know.
All right, thank you
See
guys
you all
very much.
next week.
And also,
Oh, sounds
Rob,
good, guys.
thank you very much
Welcome.
for joining. Hope you
Welcome.
had fun. If you got any questions about anything, feel free to message me at any time. See you guys
All right,
next
eh?
time.
Can do.
Y'all take it easy.